Yeah.
Gatekeepers podcast.
What up, though, bitch?
What up, though? Noize, you gonna have a marker to cut out all that bullshit, or you just gonna?
Yeah, we good.
All good. It's Gatekeepers podcast in this bitch. Fuck it, why not?
What it do?
Gatekeepers
We in this
podcast in
bitch.
this bitch, man.
What's up?
Listen, so for the record, because I got hit up about it. Instagram is at @thegatekeepers_podcast. Noize is the one responsible for posting all our shit online.
Word up.
And he tagged us wrong in our own shit. I just want to put him out there. It's all good, Noize. I'm gonna put you on Front Street on the. It's okay. It's okay.
Excuse
It's
the
not the
fuck
end of
out
the
of
world.
me.
But somebody pointed out to me like, how are y'all?
Whoever pointed it out, much appreciated. Cause Lo got access to that Instagram. I don't even
Yeah, the Instagram, not the. But
I don't even be going on it like
listen,
that. My bad.
I'm talking
I got
about
you.
on Spotify. You tagged us wrong on our own Spotify page. You put Gatekeepers podcast, but it's the Gatekeepers_podcast. It's
All
okay.
right. Yeah, we gonna fix that. My bad, y'all.
It's all good. Nobody's perfect. Even when you're around somebody perfect, right, Noize? You know what I mean? So
Here this nigga go with this shit. Here this nigga go, man. What up, though, man?
At Miles Low Music on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Pornhub, Tinder, Bumble. Anywhere you trying to it's Miles Low on PlayStation, ITZ Miles Low. You can, play 2K with your boy. I was flexing the other day with a PS5. It wasn't mine. But it got, it was at my house. Like, of course I'm gonna open it. Like, of course I'm opening it. Like,
do
you're
the
not
unboxing and
yeah,
everything.
you're not gonna have a PS5 come to my house.
Just
I don't,
sitting here and
right,
shit
I don't
in the
flex
box.
with it. So, but shout out to the homegirl for getting that. It is what it is though. That's me. Who are you?
For sure. What up, y'all? It's your boy Noize at Beats by Noize on all social media. Beats by Noize on PlayStation Network. All that good shit. Beats by Noize worldwide. There we go.
What up, Doc? It's Sir Eat Ass a Lot.
That's him.
Hit me up on
That's him.
Twitter at Just Call Me Spence. JUS Call Me Spence.
Sir, eat ass a lot.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
I eat all ass, chitlins, all that.
Teach his own. You know what I mean? You can't be mad. I mean, you can't be mad at it. Like, what you eat don't make me shit. You know what I mean?
That's your preference.
Your preference, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you eat ass, that's all.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad he don't smoke.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, he be trying to hit my hookah. Let me get a puff of that weed, young man. No,
look, man.
because he's older. He's the old guy.
Hey, everybody got their vices.
Yours
It's
is
a vice, though.
yours is whole. Okay. Yours is
But they got a booty meat vice.
shoot.
That's
That's all,
Man,
nasty.
you ain't growing. You don't.
Bro, I'm wrong.
You don't start living until you start eating ass, man.
Okay, all right.
I beg to differ, but I get you. Okay.
I got 3 years till 30. I'm a
Oh,
enjoy
you gotta keep
this.
living, man. Keep enjoying
I
yourself.
don't even know if 30 is
It ain't going
there.
nowhere.
Right, it's all everybody got one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's- yeah, I'm good, bro. So real quick, this was like a trying weekend for me
Okay.
because I was really tempted to just leak some of my D. Because people think when I be talking on the show and when I be talking on my Facebook and Twitter, and Instagram and shit, and I be lying. I don't lie. Like this shit really happens to me, and since I'm the only one out of us three that's currently on the dating scene heavy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know y'all situations, but I know I'm out. I'm in these streets.
My niggas in these streets
I'm in
heavy.
these streets heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Word
I'm
up.
trying to, and like I know y'all. I know your family.
Yep.
I know your family knows.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know my family. Whatever. You know my friends. We know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, we on a level to where, like, if it comes down to it, like, y'all my brothers. I know I can depend on y'all for whatever. And I know
Right.
that if y'all ain't got it, I can take it as a hey, y'all ain't got whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was like 4 or 5 DMs I got just yesterday. Just yesterday.
Flourish.
All right.
Right. Now look, asking for money, like blatantly asking for cash.
Oh.
One was a chick, and I was going to post them, but I'm like, it's a hard time in the world. Like, I'm not going to be that guy that just put all
Right.
your, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I don't want people to think that if you really need it or you're somebody that I can, you know what I mean, depend on, or it depends on me that I'm not there for you if I got it, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is a chick I knew in high school. I graduated 2012.
Don't
I
you
ain't
love
talked
it when they run back?
Bro, I haven't talked to chicks since top of 2014 because I read like the thread that we've had in the messages.
Yes, sir.
I haven't talked to the chick since 2014.
That's a
Out of
long
nowhere,
time.
she hits me up December 10th or 11th. She hits me up December 10th or 11th, 12th, whatever yesterday was. 2020. Hey, how you been? I'm good. How you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm good. How's your music? Oh, it's good. Like, you know what I mean?
Just to ask
Shoot
for
me
some
some links. Okay, here you go. Oh, you cold. I like that. What? You growing. Hey, real quick, can I borrow like $150? You cash app that to me? I'm like,
A bill 50? She ain't even lead with like the low numbers. Like she just
Do
she
you
ain't
give
touch the
off? Do
waters?
you give off tricking vibes?
I hope not.
God
I
damn.
hope, for everybody else's sake, I hope not.
Is she
because-
like a sex worker?
No, she got a kids on and a dude on her page. Like,
Was
what
she
the fuck?
making a joke? Maybe
I have no idea, but here's what happened. So I told her, I'm like,
I hope
let's go to the
it was
phone.
like a reference to like how good you doing.
It's all good.
I don't know.
Fair enough. If that's the case, cool. Can you please cash at me $150?
Oh no, that wasn't no joke. she was sincere.
I said, wish I had it these days, love. Sorry. With a little,
Oh, you hit her with the love.
with a little sad face. That's
You hit
how
her
I
with
talk. Like,
the
it's not like just
love.
because of her. That's how I talk to these. I was about to say the H word. Let's go say the H word. That's how I talk to people. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am.
I'm not hitting a chick with a love after asking me for money.
So yeah, sorry. You know what her response was? Well, shit. How much do you have? Like what? What?
I
Oh,
think
she
you. I think
do
you might
this.
give off tricking vibes.
I told her, I
bro.
said, shit, not nearly enough to share right now. Like nothing, nothing. It's viewed. Nothing. She ain't nothing after that. Like no, like. I
Oh,
gotta
so
share.
it stopped when she realized she wasn't getting nothing. From
Right. I was
That's
on
crazy.
Tinder, right? And chick hit me like, how you doing, handsome? Like, I'm good. What's up? Like, cause I'd already got like two of them up to that point. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's up? Like, I know it's gonna be somebody else gonna be like, oh, you got money. You do radio. Oh, you famous. You got a podcast. You rap. You got the nice smile. Like, oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, whatever. Like, what's up with you? What's up? Like, just over here stressing. What about you? I'm like, and I'm like, I'm not gonna bite, but I'm
Such a like
not gonna bite at all.
that
right?
don't work no more,
At all.
man. Like that,
I'm like, oh, well, shit, I'm over here drinking. I got my puppy with me. You know, we drinking, watching Netflix. I call it pet flicks. We pet flicks and chill. That's what me and my dog do. We just my little buddy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We just chilling. Like, that's what we on. I left it there. She said, damn, you not gonna ask how I'm doing? I'm like, or you not gonna ask what about you? I'm like, okay, fine, I'll bite. Literally, I said that. What about you? He said, I just broke a nail. I'm like, damn, that's tough. He's like, yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to find a guy who will help me pay to get my nails fixed.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's wild. What you need to do is try to find a man who give a fuck about them nails. She said, well, you know, reason why I'm messaging you is because you look like the kind of guy who will love me and help me get my nails fixed. I'm like, like me give money to a bitch with a broke nail? No. No. I don't know what it
that's
is,
a
man.
step away from giving money to a bitch with dirty feet.
Bro, like, we're not, no. Like, I get it. Like, if
You
you,
can't do that.
no, like, I do unto, you ask my trick. I'm not a trick, but I will do unto others as they do unto themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm fucking with you, if I'm dating you and you my woman, I will make sure we maintain the lifestyle that we have,
Okay.
that we're accustomed to. You need your nails done, baby,
that's fair.
cool.
That's fair.
You ain't got it, I got you.
Right.
I need my hair cut, baby, here you, whatever, cool.
Right.
But you got a broke nail, sweetie. You can't come to me talking about I need my nails fixed, and you got a broke nail. No.
So she got to have a full set when she come approach you.
what you have to get it done yourself.
Right. Gotcha.
And then ask me, hey, babe, you know, I'm kind of short this week. Can you help me? Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Like, you my
Got you,
woman.
yeah.
Got you. But, you know,
I don't know, man.
I don't-
Sound to me like you give off tricking vibes, man.
Looking like we got to get your chakras aligned, man.
Man.
It's not looking good right now, man. All this energy,
With
man.
this planetary shift we got coming, man, these hoes about to be frolicking like crazy.
I'll say this, bro. Like, I'm not a trick in the
Yo, Sailor Moon. What the fuck
Sailor
is that
Moon.
shit? No, what the fuck is that
Retrograde
shit? Retrograde shit.
your rising, grand rising.
ain't a Sailor Moon. I don't know what that shit called, man. The moon, the retrograde and shit. Whatever.
You're rising. You're falling moon sign.
His retrograde ain't your retrograde ain't
I'm not.
ain't aligned.
It ain't,
man. It ain't aligned.
I got you.
But it's cool, man. You know, they just.
I don't know, bro. But like, at what point is it
Supporting black business isn't.
It's not a black business. It's tricking. It's different. Like, hear me out. Like, what I'm curious about is where is. And I actually like that we start our podcast off talking shit, right?
Support black businesses.
Support black businesses.
I ain't even got no business license. What the fuck am I supporting? No,
Hey, man.
You got OnlyFans with
Sex
Cash
work.
App.
Sex work is included.
Of course, I get you. I'm with you. I understand. What I'm saying is, at what point does and like I said, I like that we start our podcast off like this.
Yeah,
It's like an icebreaker, but and I'll be this guy that takes this route. You be the ass eater. You be the lean, mean beat making machine.
All right.
I'm gonna just say like. Do women not have
Mr. Tricky Dick?
Do a lot of these women not have shame anymore? Where's your pride of like, you know what? I'm not.
Yeah, because finessing is a thing now. Like it's
but,
cool
like,
now.
It's not cool. Like,
Well,
it's laughable.
amongst them, it's cool
okay, all right.
because they got something out of a nigga and didn't have to. You gotta understand, there are a lot of niggas that would just give that girl $150 because she look good.
Keep pushing. A hoe asking you for money is like the same way you post nigga your link.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's equivalent.
I don't
A hoe
know.
asking you for money is the equivalent of you posting your cash app on your
niggas
birthday.
post their links on shit that they think is gonna be seen. So wouldn't a sex worker be,
No, I
holla
feel
at niggas
different.
that they feel-
different because you're not fiending for. You're not offering a service. As an artist, I'm offering you entertainment.
What do you mean she not offering us a head?
Ooh,
She
about
offered me
to
that.
get
She
us.
wanted to get her nails done. She said,
Ooh,
"Oh,
they
you want my
about to
cash
get us.
app? Here's my cash app. How much you got? Just give me some money." Them chicks ain't offering me no dome, no snatch, no
This is true.
friend. You know what I mean? Like no
You
food.
offer me no companionship.
Bro, not even a back scratch. Nigga, I like back scratches and head like none of that shit. I ain't get none of that offered to me. I ain't offer, I'll come cook for you.
Deep.
None of that shit, bro. I'll come walk your dog for you for the rest of the week. None of that. It's like, oh, hey, you got some money I can have? What? No, I don't know you like that. Like, ask your bald head mama for some money.
She said 150.
$150.
That's a big ass.
Bro,
if
it's
I
a
ain't talk to
pandemic,
you.
bro. Like, niggas are losing jobs. Niggas are, like, you don't know what my situation is.
And I ain't
If
talked to you in
if
6
I'm a
years.
sex worker and we are in the panoramic, I'm posting my link everywhere. I'm asking all type of
She
niggas.
didn't post the link.
Well,
She didn't post
I'm on
here's
my
my
city.
OnlyFans
I'm on my
link.
city girl shit for.
Here's my
But was
OnlyFans.
this
Like,
girl a sex worker?
no, they're just
so
regular.
she's just a random. She's
Just
just a
regular
chick.
chicks trying to get get their side hustle on. Like, oh, if I
Oh,
ask,
so she couldn't. She ain't even have an OnlyFans link to give you the free trial.
She didn't have a nail, bro.
Wow.
She's missing a nail. She got 9 nails on her fingers.
Maybe you were her test
Maximum.
job to see if her game was.
Her game's
see
ass.
if she
Yeah.
It's
see if
terrible.
she can knock something.
Terrible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta come on now. Like, I'm from Vegas, baby. Like, I didn't.
In other words, you did terrible. You
I
did terrible,
bro. Like, I'm from poverty and from being poor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from the hood or the gang. Like, so I didn't grow up around a lot of gang members and shit.
Okay.
But I grew up around a whole hell of a lot of pimps.
Yeah.
And a whole hell of a lot of hoes. And a whole hell of a lot of, you know what I mean, finessers and scammers.
Yeah.
That's not how you do it, sweetie.
At
Come
all.
on now. Like,
At all.
that's not how you ask.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you flunked the test right there. And if I was a pimp, I'd have talked her onto my team. It'd have been that simple. But no, sweet, that's not what we do.
Yeah,
So,
man.
I don't know,
Sex
bro.
workers fucking up the game currently. Anyway,
Hey, I'm here for
shout
it.
out, little baby.
I'm here for it. Just don't price that pussy out the game.
Don't, yeah, man. Don't do that. I'm not paying for no pussy. I'm sorry.
Have you
No. There's.
I ain't
Have you ever?
almost.
Well, hold on. Okay, now this is a question. Paying for pussy is literally me
Digging in your pocket.
and giving you the bread, right?
Handing
Not
cash
like
to a thotty. Yes, sir.
okay, cool. Yeah, then no, I ain't never paying for no pussy.
Almost.
But I done definitely took a motherfucker to, you know, a fine dining experience she ain't never been to before.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely
At
got
the
some
best
ass.
you get, hot and juicy, and I'm packing up your to go and it's coming.
Oh no, I done took
That's the
bitches
best.
to Brazilian steakhouses and
Yeah,
French
I don't
restaurants.
like,
You're
you know
rich.
what I'm saying? When you
Nah,
take,
He's rich.
you know,
John.
like when you take the, when you know,
Groupon and shit.
when you take the hood bitches out the hood and shit, and like, bitch, you ain't never been outside of these gray walls
right, like
with all this fucking chicken grease.
I thrive
And
on
then-
being that nigga though, Spence.
You ain't been past
You ain't
Mario.
I
been-
thrive on being that nigga
You
that
ain't-
like
man, look.
I showed you something different.
Yo,
Like,
bro, you
Your
ain't
fancy
been
is
out of
Chipotle,
this.
nigga. No.
Yo, you ain't been away from this noodle
I took
stained
you out of
ass
that old
microwave.
grease smelling apartment. Like I took you out of
Yeah,
that.
cup
You-
noodles
you
got
went
the
to a
microwave
restaurant
stained like a motherfucker.
where you had to like, you know, dress nice.
Dry
They-
erase markers all on the walls.
They
and
don't
shit.
offer takeout.
You ain't never been outside of this,
Fingerprints on the wall and shit.
and you don't give me no pussy, and I gave you a new experience.
You tried. Go to
Yeah,
hell.
it's never failed me. But
to hell.
I
But I
ain't
almost did.
never paying. for
It
no
was
pussy.
1 year I got more on my taxes. You know what I'm saying? More on my taxes than the previous year. You
Must
feel
been,
me?
You got the keys. Head
So
ass.
you know,
splurge.
so I was going to support a black business, but you know,
Splurge. And you thought about it like, nah, I'll be my
it was
meat
before
part of that.
it was before I knew the language of the hoes. You feel me? It was like Braille at the time. So
Yeah, I
couldn't.
came
I
up
can't
with
read
too many.
I can't
to
read
do
Braille.
that.
You feel me? So
like,
I feel like the introduction of screenshot like messed up a lot of hoes' money. Like, no, anybody gonna
Oh,
embarrass this
definitely.
shit.
not now, because I think chicks know now. Like
you're
chicks will only blast you if they don't like you.
right,
They'll blast to their friends.
because the discretion is what is a part
But
of what
but
you're paying
if,
for.
if sex work if sex work or hoeing or whatever you want to call it, if that is her lane, she'll only blast you if she knows she can't get nothing out of you, and it'll
Right.
make her look good. Because if you in that line of business and you consistently blasting niggas, you actually hurting
Yeah,
your bag.
You hurting your shit.
Because niggas know she talk too much.
Niggas ain't gonna fuck with
She's
you.
talk too much.
They know a lot about this shit, man.
Hey man,
They know a lot about this.
you
bro.
live and you learn. I ain't never paid for no
That's okay.
pussy though.
If
I
you
ain't paying for no
have-
pussy, but there's girls that I was like good friends with coming up that
Yeah.
are currently fucking hoes.
So
I'm not. No, I'm cool.
So
I
look.
done heard enough. I'm good.
so let's say y'all got it. Y'all blowing it?
Nah, I'm straight. For what? I want a bitch cook me some food.
She will for the right price.
No, I'm straight. I'm cool. I'm about to find a bitch that
Alright.
nobody knows and call it a day.
I'm not pressed for pussy.
You don't have to
It-
press
yeah.
for it, but in your younger days.
There's an abundance of vagina.
I
don't
almost
need that.
did, but like I said,
let's say
I
you
was
have
hitting her
it.
up wrong.
Okay, so you
It was
fucked.
on
Okay, how so?
It was on some, hey, how you doing? You know, you
Oh,
can't,
you was being respectful.
You was using love.
you
then.
can't
Hey,
talk to
love.
hoes like that. So she was like, this is my business number. If you're not trying to get, if you're not,
I respect that.
That is why
I can
I've
respect
never.
that.
yeah.
But just like you coming to me, you don't know me. Like you're playing
That's
the
fair.
fact that you knew me as a way to get access to me to beg me for some money. It's like that's
Hey
like
man,
going
they say, man,
well, how much you got?
when you start doing something, you go to your circle first, and then
I'm
you
not the
branch
circle.
out.
I'm not just
But she
don't-
knew you.
She knew me.
So she posted her link first.
She didn't post the link. She's in my DM saying, "Ooh, how you doing? Ooh, I like your music. How you got some guap for
It's
me,
like,
bro?"
hey man, Miles look like a sucker. Look at him all cute and shit with his dog. He probably tricking.
I got a gun.
and you got a rich nigga dog.
I got a gun too. Like I will shoot it.
That's
like,
true.
I,
What kind of gun you got?
You want me to just put it out? Like, are you DJ Vlad? Like, you gonna?
Yeah, I'm Vlad.
That's
question
not
me
fucking.
about my.
I mean,
like,
that's not
about my dirty burners.
Why is she gonna
ain't got
care?
a body, nigga.
Why is she gonna care about that?
Ain't.
Like, are you posting pictures like you fucking Ike Turner and putting the fucking pistol on the fucking counter and
You're
shit?
not gonna get in
You're not
trouble.
doing that.
Thought about it.
For your gun.
Thought about it. Thought about it. Thought about it. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Okay,
like,
see,
like
you
maybe,
do it- you
like
do
maybe
the
leave me
extras.
alone then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, you do got a rich nigga dog though. So I can understand why these women would look at you and be like, he got money.
I mean, listen, you, come,
tricky
y'all are really like,
And they hear you on the radio.
y'all
nigga.
really blowing up my spot right now. I don't want these hoes to know I got a little guap stash. I ain't got no.
All right.
Like, you feel me? Like y'all really blowing up my spot. Like
But-
I'm trying to act like I ain't have it, but I had it and I ain't want to give it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know you. Can't get it. No. No, like you better ask your baby daddy for that shit. Like, no.
I mean that's off top though. Like, what is you asking me for shit? And you got a baby daddy. Don't ask me for shit.
I ain't
Leave
know.
me alone.
Yeah.
You ain't never get me the raw
Leave me
cooch.
alone.
You know what I'm saying? Give me
Even
the raw
if you
stash.
did, leave
No.
me alone. I don't give a fuck if you gave
Especially
me
if
pussy or
you
not.
did. Especially if you did. No, you can't get no money out of me.
I already got what I needed.
Yeah, you missed your the dock, nigga. Like, no. You missed your terminal, baby. No. The flight has taken off, baby.
But no, that's a lot of the reason why I don't
Don't
think
kick my
I've
shit.
ever paid for no pussy, because I don't know how to talk to a hoe like that.
See, that's
Like,
why.
I'm not mean.
That's why you fuck with the hood chicks that think they're hoes. There's a difference between someone with a hoe mentality
And a hoe.
and a hoe. It's clear. It's a
Big
clear distinction.
Big difference.
That's why you fuck with the hood bitches who think they're hoes.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I take her out.
They the lick.
I take her out. You feel me?
They the victim.
I take her out. You know, on the way home. You know, I stop, get her kids. You know, the 4 for 4.
444. The Jay-Z album. Yes, sir.
I'm like I turn into the nigga she ain't never experienced before. You know what I'm saying? That's when she started
You got
holding
the
your
kids
hand.
with
Like,
444.
I love this.
Let me get 444.
I love this energy. That's when you get the. I love the.
That's
energy.
when she started like picturing you as the stepdaddy and all kind of shit.
Yeah, nah, I got you.
I feel it. That's happened to me a little too many times.
I
don't
will
like
sit
that.
down and I will.
That do look like an angry face.
Like an angry face.
I will sit down and play 3 games of 2K with this little nigga that I care nothing about. If I know I'm gonna get your tax money in February. You feel me?
Look, just look at Tay's key, y'all. Like, don't hit him.
Man,
look at this. Look at this.
Hey,
Can you zoom in real quick? No, is there a way to? Or do I gotta like get up and get
Hey,
out?
y'all,
You gotta
yeah,
get
man.
up and show.
That's
Hold
real.
on,
That-
y'all.
that's-
Hold on.
That shit is
hey,
priceless.
man, look, man.
That shit is priceless.
I ain't got nothing to hide,
Look at
baby.
this shit. What? Analyze it. Look, this is how it goes in the. No, that's not. No.
You can't even. What you gonna do? I mean, you know what I'm saying. I'll show a bitch that. I'm not selling no dreams. You gonna get what you
You
gonna
gonna
get.
know? Like, sweet, look at my car keys. Look
And
at my
that,
car.
I think that's what amazes them even more.
Yeah,
It's like,
I get-
you
I
ain't
get
selling
way
no
more-
dream, and they
I
still
get way more respect
seeing,
out of that.
They still get the new
I'm not
experience.
selling them bitch. No dream.
Shit's crazy. They're like, oh my god, my nigga ain't never did no shit like this before. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know, but all jokes aside, how y'all doing, my niggas? Y'all good? Y'all
What's
good?
up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah,
What's up?
I'm
What's up?
solid, man. It's been a cool week. It's been a cool week.
Cool week. So what we gonna do? I'm gonna let y'all know ahead of time because I didn't get y'all like prep work on it because we supposed to have an interview today. Shout out to Larry Dub, ended up not being able to happen, but but I am gonna get into y'all's year end ideology of what's been going on in music.
Gotcha,
Before we get there, get y'all brains going on. You know what we're about to get onto. But before we get there, especially you, Noize, I want to holler at you about the best rapper alive, Dwayne Michael Carter. Weezy F Baby.
All right.
F is for
Who?
best rapper alive.
The nigga who's been rapping since 2003
Before that,
and
actually.
2020.
Weezy F, F phenomenal. Weezy phenomenal, baby. Whatever. But yeah, like thing about him, I want to know
F
your
is for
opinion.
fried.
F is for
His dreads do look like catfish
this
fillets.
is bad.
though. Yeah,
This is bad. He gotta let
They
these
do
shits
look
go.
like catfish fillets straight from Mario's,
Hush
man.
puppy
Shout out
shit.
Mario's West Side Market.
You did. like meet MLK in the building. For my West Side folks.
Like one of the dolls on Tales from the Hood.
Right.
You know, popping out the fucking.
He do like a
Picture and
Popeye
shit.
strip. A
Man,
Popeye
that
strip.
shit looks rough,
A
man.
little chicken. How like the little chicken sandwich Popeye, like a little extra little.
Straight cornmeal bread and all
Right.
that
Look
shit,
like a fucking steak, my nigga.
That
Like, got a
He
pan.
looked like the end piece of a piece of sushi.
Mm.
You know, at the end piece when they had a tail sticking out.
Ah, nah.
What you got? No, keep going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. You ain't got none.
I ain't got that. I ain't got that.
I was gonna
That
say
shit
asbestos, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
But it's all good.
Dog.
It's all
Damn,
good.
that's cold.
It's all good. It's all good. I love Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is one of the
Wayne looked like the one nigga from Earth, Wind, and Fire.
who Earth, my nigga.
No, what's the one nigga
Water,
name?
my nigga?
No, what's the one nigga name that played the guitar
Air,
and
my
shit? He
nigga?
still got the fucking. He's been
I
having
only
this,
know who you
he's
talking
been
about,
having
like,
the same wig for like 50 years.
You talking about the bass player?
Yeah,
you talking
yeah.
about Randy? Ah, dog. Why you do? Nah, I can't see that shit. Ah, dog.
That's tough.
What the fuck is his name?
His name Verdine White.
Yeah, there you go. Verdine.
You didn't know that, the Tay. Shut up.
Yeah, bro. No disrespect to
Hardin.
Verdine. Any musicians that see this, I love Verdine White, man.
Kareem. Shut up, Tay. You don't know his
That's
name.
fucking funny.
Verdine, that's a cold ass
Supreme,
name, bro.
nigga, no.
Well, I'll be mad as fuck if my parents married that. I don't care what era we in.
Yeah, the Fiend. Nigga, no, you know his name. Caffeine. You know his name.
Verdine. Shout out to Verdine.
So Weezy F, we know he caught a charge.
Yep.
Gun possession and shit.
Mhm.
He pled guilty to it.
Yep.
So I guess that means he's an ex-felon. So, I guess prison time is going to be coming his way soon.
Maybe.
Possible.
Most likely.
Maybe.
Possible.
Most likely.
Because if he pled guilty this fast, that may mean there was already a deal.
Yeah,
on
there's-
it,
Now
on
look,
being
now
on
here's the thing though. He sold his masters?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Universal?
Yeah, I didn't see the actual
He sold them
number,
back
but
to
I did.
Universal? Like, ain't that some shit? Was it
Yeah.
Universal?
Because you just got them.
Let me
Really?
Let me get the facts real quick.
Yeah, it was UMG, Universal Music Publishing, though.
Hold on.
But yeah, it's interesting. Everybody's selling their publishing.
Yeah, at this point, do you, because I know the Dream did it.
Yeah. That's what I'm curious. That's what how that Noize about first, because you're more on the business side. Like for $100 million. Oh
Yeah,
is that good or is that bad? Is that
with the current state of things, that's a hell of a deal. Because you got to look at how many nobody's purchasing shit right now. Let's be real. So you got to look at the amount of streams that it would take to even get to that number. So do I think 100 mil is a bad number? No. Do I think it's a good move to sell your publishing right now when we have
like what felt like to me? That felt
And
like
honestly speaking, he's going. I think his manager or somebody is suing him for 20 mil right now.
Oh wow.
I think it's his manager.
Cortez. Whatever nigga name was.
No, Ronald Sweeney.
Okay.
So he's suing Wayne for 20 million now of unpaid wages.
Okay.
Bitch.
He was the one who said Wayne sold his masters to Universal.
Got you.
And he put it out there to prove that Wayne has the money, to pay him.
Got you.
So I don't know if the so-called details of him selling his masters will ever be out there because it wasn't supposed to come out.
But it's a lot of facets in that, because you got to understand, Wayne was already signed to Universal by way of Republic.
Yep.
Okay, so they already have his masters. They already, no matter what, I don't give a fuck who's telling you or what kind of YouTube shit you looking at.
He just sold his portion of the masters.
Exactly. That's it. They basically bought him out.
That's tough to realize that that's how much Wayne worth, nigga. Like if that's
no,
true,
that's
like,
not how much he's worth. That's just how much they can buy him out for.
So break down I'm not saying how much he's worth. I'm saying how much his catalog is worth.
His catalog perpetually could be worth.
So real quick, break down masters for the people.
It says
who
Wayne. If this is true, Wayne will be a billionaire right now.
I'm saying break it down for me. Like, help me understand.
Okay, so your masters is basically the rights to your master recording, which is the shit that comes out, the shit that y'all hear. Okay. Now, usually in a standard recording contract, the rights of your masters when you're in a record deal revert to the record label. And that is so they can handle sync licensing, which is placing your shit in films and television, publishing deals and things of that nature. Now your masters and publishing are close, but they're two separate things. Now you have a master rights holder and then you have a publishing rights holder.
Okay.
A lot of times you can have an artist own their masters but not own any of their publishing. You see what I'm saying? So in the case of Wayne,
what will be the difference before we?
The difference is,
so if you earned all the rights to your masters but not the publishing, how would that look?
So basically, I have the rights to the actual master. I can put the record out as much as I want. I can redo the record as much as I want. I can sub-license it to an extent. I'm a part of that sample clearance process.
Okay.
The difference is with publishing, that's your when it's played on television and films and things like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of upfront money in that, in those situations, that the publisher would normally collect. And also there's a lot of back end money, because in film, you're paid by the second. Okay. Every second that audio is in there, you're being paid a substantial amount. Okay. Plus the money that you get up front. Now, just because you're the master rights holder doesn't mean that you're entitled to that. A lot of the time when you do a publishing deal with somebody, they're going to do a split on that upfront fee that they're being paid to utilize the song. In Wayne's situation, a lot of time what these labels do, because Republic is a company up under the Universal Music Group umbrella, and Universal Music Publishing is also a publishing company under their umbrella. Any artist that comes into any of those labels, 9 times out of 10 automatically is going to have a publishing deal with Universal Music Publishing. Okay. So they've already either paid out in advance or a substantial amount to Wayne for the publishing rights to his catalog, or Baby in that matter, or
that's what I was getting ready to.
Yeah, or this is them buying, purchasing all of the rights from Baby. To me, this figure sounds more like I'm buying you out. This doesn't sound like a Bob Dylan situation where I'm just purchasing the whole catalog. They already have a lot of the catalog. They already have not a lot of the catalog, but they already have a stake in the catalog. Yeah. So this is just them being able to buy it out, so they own 100% of it. Exactly.
So okay, let me ask you this from a because this all sounds like Spanish to me, right?
Because just cyber, because it's one point. This would cut out Wayne completely. Right now, Wayne or whoever does business for Wayne or Baby, whoever the case may be, would still be involved if, say, somebody wanted to sample a Wayne record, somebody wanted to use a Wayne record.
Would get none of that.
Yeah, right now with how it is, Wayne would get none of that.
Okay.
He's been completely
let me ask you a question.
Right.
On the business side, if I'm Wayne, if all of the music I made anyways never belonged to me,
is it a bad move?
How was this a bad move? So speaking, because he went through, all the drama he went, and even if they did make up, all the drama he went through with Baby and his music and what Baby owed him, all of that, plus none of the music I have except for my bars is really mine.
Right.
That ain't even yours, really.
But see, here's the thing, and I hate to do it, but I gotta be devil's advocate.
Okay.
Do we know that Wayne ever got out of the red in regards to how much money was spent on his shit compared to how much money was made on his shit?
So my okay, so
that's important.
So my question would be,
what do you think?
Part of this deal?
I don't think so.
Was part of this deal made to get him out of the red? And
yeah, I think so.
Because to be completely fair, although it is trash, Wayne has had a sort of career resurgence within this past. He's been doing interviews. He's been, he's been making new music.
Right.
So, in to me, and I'm not on the business end of this at all, but to me, this just sounds like I ain't worried about none of this shit. Anyways, this shit was kind of a headache. It is what it is. I'm gonna get paid.
I'm gonna liquefy it.
I'm gonna get paid.
But also,
whatever is y'all's. I'm gonna take the rest. I'm gonna do my own thing.
But also, unless it said entire catalog, we don't know what he actually sold. He could have sold up to like the Carter 3 type shit.
Now, real quick,
there's ways to do it.
You brought up a point I was gonna get at too, and ask you, could it be an indefinite thing to where like this how much you paying you for everything from here on out.
Usually with
that's wild. If that's
so
like
that would be in that case that would be a stupid deal, and that doesn't make sense because of the fact that the way that the headline is framed is that he sold his catalog, which means existing music.
Okay,
to do a publishing deal on your existing catalog and your future works is more of a songwriting publishing deal, which is something that
because essentially
would
that's
be
the
more
case.
along the lines me and you would do. You know what I'm saying? Where we're writing for people.
I mean, essentially, Wayne could be an asshole and be like, "Okay, cool, I'm not gonna write music no more. I'm done."
He could,
and be like, "Hey, I cashed out on y'all."
He could,
but
also like we don't know how much of the catalog was acquired because a lot of times niggas will just one album literally could be enough. But the Carter 3 could be enough. That.
I remember we talked a few shows ago, and you was like, or this might have been, I think this was off the mic, but we talked, and I remember you were saying, like, the actual artist on the record gets really, rarely anything.
Unless they're the writer on the record. And even then, it's kind of iffy because this is something that I even took out of my agreements was, like, the control composition clause.
So with a Wayne record, right? Especially, we already know he's probably getting zilch for his mixtape catalog because of the samples.
Oh yeah. You're not
probably
getting
shit. He tried to release some on streaming, but it just didn't.
Yeah, but nah, it's too
now
much.
On his original records. Okay, so if you have a sample, you have a sample, you have a Manny Fresh beat.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that are you really owing? Plus, you having to owe, or you're in the red with the company itself.
So real quick, I'm gonna take what you just said and take it in a different direction. Cause I get what you're saying. So Carter 3 went platinum the first week, right? Million records sold, million plus. But
there was a song though. It was a little controversy. There was a song on there. I think it was it Playing with Fire that was on there and got taken off.
I think it was Misunderstood.
No, Misunderstood. I think it's Playing with Fire. There was a sample he used.
That didn't get cleared in time.
That didn't get cleared and had to take it off.
I
believe it's Playing with Fire.
No, it wasn't that one. I think that's what I'm thinking of. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Because he had the Martin Luther, he had a Martin bar in it.
Got you.
Okay.
And it was one of the best songs on the album too, and they tried to take it off.
Okay. So a million records sold.
Mm-hmm.
Record is let's just say at that time, I don't remember what the records were going for that time. So
let's say
$10.
Yeah.
$10. That's $10 million brought in right there. Just in that first week.
Right.
The million.
Break down what Wayne break down the pie for me out of that $10 million.
Okay, so out of that pie, you got a lot of different things. So
break it down.
What the label is responsible for from the money coming in from
and artists take notes.
Right. From what the distributor gives them from the sales, right?
Okay.
So
let's say the after the distribution,
right,
what the label has in their bank account is $10 million.
All right. So what the label has in their bank account is $10 million. So Wayne, and this is just standard shit. So Wayne, as a performing artist, is gonna get 15% of that net.
Okay.
Now.
So it's that 1.5 mil.
Yeah.
Out of $10 million.
Yeah. Okay. So now that's all charged against. So all of the money that they spent on the marketing and promotion of the record, the production of they're taking it out of that.
Features?
Well,
that's
features.
in the budget, I guess.
That's in the budget, yeah. So that's gonna come up. But a lot of times features can be worked out on the back end.
Okay.
Because depending on the caliber of the feature artist,
Babyface,
the label is willing to like with a Babyface feature, the label is willing to pay him a mechanical royalty on the back end.
Oh, okay.
With like a new artist, a label's not trying to fucking pay this nigga a mechanical royalty. Now that's the other part of it. So Wayne would get 15% of the net. So he would get 1.5 just for being the performing artist.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now that's charged against. So chances are he's not seeing that. Chances are that first quarter of money that came back, that first 3 months, chances are he ain't seen none of that.
Okay.
That all went back to the label to account for the budget for the album. Okay. Now then we go to the mechanical royalties. Now, the mechanical royalties is for all of the producers and songwriters and sometimes engineers on the album. Now, not everybody is going to get a mechanical royalty. There's a lot of producers that do not get mechanical royalty.
What is a mechanical royalty?
A mechanical royalty is basically a certain wage per stream or per sale that would be paid from the label to a songwriter or producer for their work on the record.
Gotcha.
We used to refer to them as points. That's how it used to be referred to back in the day. They used to refer to them as points. Now, in Wayne's case, there's probably a controlled composition clause in his contract. A controlled composition clause basically means if you are the performing artist and the one of the writers on the actual record, the label is only required to pay you 75% of the actual mechanical royalty rate. There's a mechanical royalty rate. Huh?
Why?
The reason why is because the label in their terms is already paying you a rate for being the performing artist. So that's essentially a bullshit way for a label to not pay the artist the full amount of money that they're supposed to pay. It was a standard for a long time, but I don't know why. Now there's a statutory rate of I don't like saying like that. But there's a statutory rate or a standard rate for mechanical royalties. This is how they're doing it now is it's really uncharted waters because we don't really know what a stream is worth. There is no standard rate for what a stream is worth. But the old mechanical rate, and still it's the current mechanical rate, was like 9.146 cent on the dollar. Okay, so
we're talking prime Wayne. We're talking record sales, not streams. So
right. So Wayne would be getting 75% of that rate per sale
of the $9.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's per song.
Or 9 cents.
So if there's 10 songs on the album, he would get 75% of that rate times 10.
But then you also got to include how many streams equal $1.
That's how they kind of do the math today. The thing with mechanical royalties is unless you're in a crazy kind of 360, your mechanical royalties aren't touched. Your mechanical royalties usually, especially when you got a big selling album, your mechanical royalties are usually they don't charge back against you.
How many streams will it take to make $1 right now?
I want to say they say it's either 150 or 1,500. It's one of those.
150. Let's go. Let's even just go low.
I was listening to a podcast and then someone was telling me like 1 million streams is like $25, some shit like that.
No, 1 million streams is a little bit more than that.
A little bit more? How much? Like would you
1 million streams? I want to say you get.
So look. So I'm your artist.
Right.
I'm signed to FCCMG.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm putting him on the spot too, Spence. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have this as proof, nigga. Like for when I gotta take this nigga to court.
I can pull up the calculator.
Well, it says on even just Googling it, on average you get $3,222.
You gonna get
1 million streams.
Yeah, and I mean that's depending on the.
Now that's the label gets that, or that's what the artist gets.
That's what the label gets. That's what I'm saying. The amount of money that labels used to make off this shit has dropped substantially.
So you said what's the number again?
It says on average you get $3,222 for 1 million streams in the 18 most important music.
That's what the labels make.
So if the label is getting that, then what are you getting?
Right. How much am I getting
as
$3,000? Noize. $3,000. What am I getting? What is Wayne getting?
Oh well,
normally.
That's why when I said
not a whole lot.
The chick said it was like $25.
Yeah, you're after, and that you lucky to get that after, like you're getting that off of your mechanicals.
Jesus.
Let's see, 10% is 300.
Mm-hmm.
What's the average?
15. Like that's your standard performing artist rate is 15. Some people can negotiate to 20. Some people can negotiate to 30, but it ain't going above that because the label still got to pay out producers and songwriters.
Jesus. Right.
So it's not a lot of money to be made there with the streams.
So Wayne
it's a good deal in today's sense, but I still probably wouldn't do it because it's still changing.
Yeah.
The value of a stream is constantly changing.
I think that's why I respect these young guys so much, because a lot of them are really trying to do it on the independent market.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because especially in these times have proved to me that you don't really need a label.
No, you don't. You don't necessarily need a label. What it is you need the machine. And the machine today don't always equal label. You gotta understand, man. These advertisement agencies and shit are about to get these labels kind of a run for their money.
So Wayne averages 22.5 million streams a month. What's it on Spotify? Just Spotify alone.
All right.
So on Spotify,
so he averages how many?
22.5 mil. That's just me rounding down.
Okay, so we got, let's say 3,000 for a million streams.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
times 22.5.
All right, cool. So that's
the label's bringing in 6750.
Yeah, 675. Yeah.
So you probably bring 6,000 of that.
Wayne, let's say times
6,000 of that, maybe
0.15. So 10
racks a month off.
Depending on how much is owed. You gotta understand there's money goes into getting those streams. Not saying that like they're like farms or anything like that, but marketing and promotion dollars go out.
Yeah.
Even if an album ain't out, you'd be surprised how much money labels spend monthly on marketing and promotion just their roster.
That's why I think the pandemic hurt, because so many of these artists
don't have that.
So many of these artists were actually getting money off of touring. That is their bread and butter.
Exactly.
And now you got that shot.
Yeah. He's eating that rent.
Because you got to think, this ain't nowhere near what 22 million streams, like that amount ain't nowhere near what would have been 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When you got the inclusion of digital downloads and shit like that. So, yeah, when, 10 G's a month off of his,
that's not bad, honestly.
That's not bad at all. But that ain't shit for Wayne.
That's weed.
That's your weed money.
As a consumer,
right?
I'm gonna put that out there. As a consumer, I'm trying to look back on his music, right? Just his music, just his catalog. I'm trying to look back in. Is any of it something that you can use for marketing and promotion?
Wayne got some anthems, like
like what?
But you gotta also
Let's be honest here.
How many times have we heard Wayne's records on Skip and Shannon show, on all over ESPN, all over fucking?
Yeah, but that's songs he actually does for them though.
No, it don't
he
matter.
got a song out now called like NFL.
Money. That's still
that's
still catalog money though. That's still money. That's money coming into the cat, and that's more than the stream.
But that's been shit he didn't put out. The song that that we hear on Skip and Shannon, that's something he didn't put out recently. So maybe that's not even.
It works though.
But I'm saying that's probably not.
He's making more money from it. Though.
It's not included.
Probably
on the back end, because I'm not including his mixtapes, but I'm thinking about his solo records.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from
got hustle music, got fire.
Millie, I don't see nothing that can honestly be used for marketing and promotion. So it'd be one thing. Now it'd be one thing if you got if you got
Lollipop,
if you got like the T.I.s or the Jay-Z's or somebody like that, where you could see their music in like commercials and shit.
Well,
I don't see that for Wayne.
Nah, but he has had a lot of movie placements. He has had a lot. Wayne shit.
Baller blocking?
It doesn't matter if it's on the movie soundtrack or if it's just something that is being played on the radio in passing in the film. Niggas still getting paid a substantial amount.
So what I'm saying is I can see like the Rihannas or the Beyoncés or the Jay-Z's. Hold on. The music they make can be easily used for marketing promotion in like a commercial or some shit like that. Wayne's music, here. I don't see it.
Okay, even
So is it easier for him to sell his catalog if he wasn't making that kind of music back then?
Nah, I don't think so, because once again, like there's been a lot of films that I've seen and Wayne's got fucking placement in. But also this to me, I'm just gonna put it out. To me, this sounds like this is the play to break even, wipe the slate. I don't owe nobody no more. Y'all have the shit. Y'all gonna make y'all money back from the shit. Now the shit that I'm doing moving forward, I'm good.
Because now he is putting out music on like his terms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's,
and don't get me wrong,
he had a very slow streak where you was like, damn, Wayne is kind of.
I mean, yeah, he was going through legal trouble.
Yeah.
But now he don't have those issues no more. Now we're hearing about more and more music.
Right. Exactly. And don't get me wrong, like 100 million might still seem like a low number for Wayne's catalog.
I feel like if that's what they offered him, he's got to be worth more. Like, it's got to be worth more if that's what the number is.
Honestly, okay,
personally,
now,
it's definitely
let's
worth
be
more,
okay. Let's be honest here on a bigger scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
100 mil is probably a lot for his catalog
You
on
think
a
so?
big scale.
I think it's a lot. Period.
Carter 2 is Wayne's best album in my opinion.
Okay.
Sure.
But on a larger scale, I don't know if you know what I mean, if the world like it's like, oh, Carter 2, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the difference between a hood classic and a classic classic that's critically acclaimed.
500 Degrees. 500 Degrees was number one, I think.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
Hell no. I think his
first number one album or first number one
First
single?
number one album.
it had to be the Carter 3.
No. Let's see. I'll let's get to it before I just throw it out. Shout out to Lil Wayne too, by the way. He's
Shout
only
out
5'5". I just realized that. He's 5'5".
It's a very small person.
Very tiny person. That's a little nigga, bro. Let's see. Studio albums.
Carter 3 was the only one that I
The
was
Block
like,
is Hot was number one.
Damn.
really?
Yeah. It was number 3 on the Hot 100. But it was number 1 in R&B
That changes
hip-hop.
things.
Lights Out was number 2. 500 Degrees was number 1 and number 6 on the Hot 100.
Okay.
The Carter was 2 and number 5 on the Hot 100. The Carter 2 was 1 and number 2 on the Hot 100. Like Father Like Son was number 1 in hip hop, number 3 on the Hot 100.
But he wouldn't get that one. I don't know if that would be part of his. With Birdman being on it? That's like a collab album.
You gotta remember, man, I believe, to be real with you, I thought Birdman was a nigga that held a lot of the rights to that shit.
Probably is.
So
Probably. Let's see.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Carter 3 was his first number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Okay.
But it was, Rebirth was number 2 on the Hot 100. I Am Not a Human Being was number 1 on the Hot 100. Carter 4 was number 1 on the Hot 100. Not a Human Being 2 was number 2 on the Hot 100. Carter 5 was number 1 on the Hot 100. And his new album just dropped this year, Funeral, was number 1 on the Hot 100. Wow! That changed everything to me.
It does it.
Wayne spent a lifetime
does it when
being number 1 artist.
Does
That's
it?
a lot of number one
But
records.
does it when we know that Birdman is so intertwined in all of this? So is it?
Well, I mean, I'm saying this as
So
Wayne's.
Wayne's the artist, but Birdman is the machine.
Wayne,
He's paying for all of this shit,
paying for and getting paid for all this shit. Yeah.
and he has the power to say whether we're gonna drop this or not.
Mm-hmm.
So how much of this is Wayne actually profiting off of?
15%.
What?
It Birdman.
So how do I care about a catalog that never belonged to me? I mean, you can because
like, hey,
I mean, you
if it
can
don't
because
belong
you
to
put
me.
love in it, but it was never like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if this is a catalog that basically, that's what I'm saying. It looks more like, okay, I'm Universal.
Yeah.
If I'm Lucian fucking Grange.
Yeah.
Right.
You know the names.
If I'm Lucian Grange, I don't want the fucking headache. Give me this shit.
This to me feels like.
And there you go.
This to me feels
because
like
there's a lot of value in that catalog, man. There's a lot of value in Wayne's catalog, and with Universal and damn near 50% of their shit coming from film and television, it makes sense for them to own 100% of these catalogs moving forward. Yeah. So that way they ain't got to pay out all of these people on the back end.
On a marketing and promotion.
Especially with movie theaters and shit closing the way they
are. On
a
marketing and promotion tip, A Milli might be the only song that I heard like just worldwide.
I heard
everywhere.
Lollipop was in a Geico commercial.
Go DJ?
Yeah, Go DJ.
Go DJ wasn't his at all.
What do you mean?
It's a old Manny Fresh song. Fresh.
Okay.
Manny Fresh said that. Just like Back That Ass Up is Manny. That's all music? Manny Fresh.
Hustler music. Hustler music was big.
Yeah, I don't see that in the.
I know for a fact I've heard.
So to me, this feels like the Kobe 2-year $40 million. Yeah. Like, thank you for your service on the back end.
Yeah, you can say that. Because I can't see this being his catalog and future works. I don't. $100 million ain't enough to pay me for
Miss Officer,
my future works.
Miss Officer.
Damn, I forgot about that one. Shooter.
She will.
Shooter was literally in Shooter. Mm-hmm. It was literally the themes of it was in the movie and the TV show.
Sucker for Pain. That was on the theme song for a fucking movie.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
I mean, it's a lot of money because you got to understand the amount of money that Wayne would make from what was it 20,000 streams or 22,000 streams. The amount of money that Wayne would have made from that was like what 10,500 something like that.
But if he
would have made that for damn near like 5 seconds of his record being in the film.
Again, if Birdman is intertwined in the majority of my music, if he's getting off of that, if this record company is like, we gonna give you $100 million to take whatever I owe, and I'm walking away with the rest, and I'm all right.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely it seemed like a great move for Wayne because he was walking away with $100 million. I guess maybe you probably would have never made that exact money
from the records, especially in this day and age.
Right,
that's not happening.
Exactly.
It'll be a good decade before we making that type of money again. From
eventually
records.
You will, but
no
time
but
soon.
But Universal knows they're gonna be able to make that money back because they're literally like they own a part of Spotify. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they know they're gonna make their money back.
Look,
now
what I think will happen? I just see it as like watch now. They push the shit out of Wayne's old catalog because they get all the money from it. It's like, oh yeah, no, we don't got to cut him a piece of it. Oh yeah,
just like you about to see a resurgence of Bob Dylan shit. Like you ain't heard Bob Dylan shit in forever, and you gonna just see some shit on TV because they own the shit now. You know what I'm saying? And then also the thing we got to remember is it wasn't just Birdman by itself. You got to remember Universal was still involved in putting up bread and providing the machine for them. So. It wasn't just Birdman who had money invested in the shit. So that's why I'm saying, even though it might seem like a low number, $100 million might just be what they're willing to pay based on how much they've got invested, and it might just be enough to pay off what is owed to Cash Money, and Wayne still get some bread. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different ways. Unless we know exactly how that pub deal is set up, or because it would have, not pub deal, but unless we know how that deal is set up, we really don't. It's really hard to gauge because that deal could contain 3 records. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because he has a catalog big enough to and records that have made enough money to where you realistically could make $100 million off 3 of his projects if you wanted to. So. Do I think it's the right move at the moment? That ain't for me to say. I don't know.
I don't got $100 million. I'll tell you.
I don't know how much. And then still, I don't know how much he would make from this particular deal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? After it's all said and done.
Oh shit! This has been the most money. Like you said, this might have been the most money he's made since.
But I will
clear the books.
I will say, even though you're seeing a lot of artists, big name artists selling their publishing currently, or not publishing, but their catalogs, their masters currently, just with the way things are changing and we're really in a new frontier, we're really in a new place in as far as the finances that are generated from music, I just wouldn't do it, man, because that 100 million 3 years from now, he might have one record that could make that from that catalog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some go viral.
I mean, it's interesting now because you know
make a go
it's a gamble.
there has
Bro,
this.
imagine
there
if it
has
go
this,
DJ challenge.
but it ain't his.
I mean, okay, let's say they make
But
a
even
hustler
still,
music and whatever, you know what I'm saying?
But see,
Lollipop
the thing is, again, a lot of these big records are Manny Fresh songs that they just remade.
Right.
Like,
got you. I mean, I'm just
But
Go
see,
DJ
that's
Go
different.
DJ was a.
But see, that's different.
That's something Manny
we not
made
talking
from-
about publishing though. We talking about masters. That's the difference. Manny can still have the right, his publishing rights for being the writer and producer on the shit.
Yeah.
But it's we're talking about who owns the masters. You know what I'm saying? The masters and the publishing are two separate things.
Okay.
You see? So even
Nigga.
though
Hey, I'm here to learn, man.
Manny was the one, even though it was Manny's record,
Yeah.
I can, just like if Low were to write me a record to spit myself, yeah, Low would hold all of the fucking publishing because he
Never
wrote
do
the
that.
shit.
I never
But
do
I
that.
know, nigga, shut up.
Please.
But I'm the master rights holder. I hold the master.
So okay, so because we had this discussion before. So, like I said, I was listening to the Manny Fresh interview, right? So, the beat he made from scratch is Manny. The hook is Manny. All Wayne is doing is rapping on it.
Right.
He would still be entitled to hold the masters to that song.
Yeah, he would.
Okay.
He would. Because see, I put it this way. This is the way to think about it. The publishing is for everybody who is involved on the shit, right?
Okay.
The masters is for who's gonna put the money behind the shit.
Got you.
That's the best way.
There we go.
That's the best way to think about it. The masters.
Yeah. So
is
Manny
who's-
and Birdman.
Yeah, who putting the money up for this shit to go?
Yeah.
And this shit to work. That's usually who own the masters.
Got you. So again, I guess this was a different, and I'm grateful for this conversation because we are in the era or the time
Streaming era.
of own your masters. Everybody's trying to own their masters. You see Kanye trying to fight to get his back, and then you see Wayne kind of.
I ain't say shit.
It's a double-edged sword because the thing of it is it's gonna be a transaction on either side. Somebody's buying something because as an artist, and this is something artists got to understand, you can't expect shit for free. You can't expect something for nothing, and it's foolish for you to think that a big corporation like a label, like a Universal Music Group, is gonna do anything for you.
Yeah.
And not try to own the content that they're putting their bread up for. You know what I'm saying? So to expect that back for free just because you were the person that made it, while I'm a content creator, I'm a creative at heart. But understand, if somebody literally your creation wouldn't be shit if I didn't put up my $5 million to see this shit go. You see what I'm saying? So if my money did not come into play, nobody would be giving a fuck about this creation. As fucked up as that sounds, it's the truth.
Yeah.
So
in a lot of these artists' cases.
So the real reason I brought this up was I'm curious how much you buying my shit back for, bro.
How much would I buy your shit back for?
Because it's
I
bad
wouldn't buy
right
it.
now. I gotta trick off. Remember, I got
The thing
trick
is-
tendencies.
But I mean, not to put our business out, but like we already split that shit.
I know, but how much for my split, money? You can have the rest of it. You can have the whole split, money.
You would have to buy it from me. Like,
Let me get 100 mil, nigga. Like, let me hold something, nigga.
oh,
like,
you saying for me to buy it? I
Yeah.
don't have 100 million, bro. And like, even if I did, we not saying this on camera.
Yeah.
Like, taxes, baby. I'm not doing.
Weenie.
But nah, like it's a crazy thing, and I think that's the thing. A lot of artists, they're the idea of owning your masters. That's a great concept, right?
Yeah.
But nobody knows the price of ownership and owning your masters. There's a price to that, and you got a lot of these artists. who don't know the business and are coming up and they expect something for nothing. You want to own your masters, you want to own all of your publishing, but you want somebody to come and invest in you, and you're not willing to give up nothing. You got to be willing to give something to get something. Even though they wasn't in the studio with you making the shit, if you're expecting this label or this investor, because that's all they are, if you're expecting these people to put up bread, what are you giving them other than just your fucking talent? Because that's not making them no money. They gotta make their money back some kind of way.
People look at the, like I said, people look at the Jay-Z's, the Beyonce's, and the Rihanna's, and and they own their masters and all of that, but they still have a machine behind them.
Exactly.
That can work this shit out.
It costs money.
What's the use of holding your masters if you don't know what to do with them?
And they're not generating shit. What is the point of owning something that's making nothing? It's just like these motherfuckers that be tripping about publishing. You're tripping over publishing that ain't generated shit. Because the narrative of ownership, you motherfuckers don't know the price of ownership. Yeah. Your shit, just because you own the shit don't mean you gonna make something from it.
Are you yelling though?
But nah, because this is something that
I like that. This is
some shit
that passion.
That really because this is something that I probably had sentiments about for a long time because I've seen it a lot. You got a lot of these artists who they want to own everything. They don't even want to pay their fucking producers. And then want a label to come put all this bread up and then be looking crazy when the label is like, nah, I'm taking my money back that I put into you, then you can get paid. Nah, nigga, you would do the same shit. If you were the label, if you were the money man in the situation, because they doing this shit the same way the D-Boys used to do. If you the money man in the situation, that's the exact way you gonna do it. Nigga, give me my money back. Yeah. And then now you can start making your bread. I done already gave you the upfront bread to do what you need to do. You been straight. Nigga, I've been waiting on my money back. You see? So your shit, it has no value if you're not willing to essentially Shark Tank it. It's just like Shark Tank. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody to put money into something, and that's gonna give it the fucking value. The machine that goes behind it is what's gonna give your publishing and your masters that you want to cling so hard to the value that is gonna actually make you some money. But it's intellectual property, just like an invention. You got to be willing to give up a piece for to see the bigger goal. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's all. It's business at the end of the day. You can't just keep everything and expect people to just throw money your way so you can get on, and then it puts them in a pit. Yeah. No, that don't make no sense. They're not making, at most they break even, but they're not making no money at that point. So it makes no sense for them to do the deal.
Okay. More story, get you some money, nigga.
Get you some money. Learn the business and learn that it is more to this ownership conversation than just owning your shit. Okay, there's more to this ownership conversation than just owning 100% of your shit. Understand that there's a lot that you can get out of leveraging your content. There's a lot that you can get out of leveraging your content, but you got to be smart enough and know the business to know how to leverage your content. That's all. You don't have to get ganked. You don't have to give up 100% of your shit. But to go to a motherfucker and ask for $1 million and you trying to only get him 5% of your shit, you'll get laughed out the room.
Wow.
Get your money up.
My soapbox.
Get your money up, little niggas. Noize is TED Talk, baby.
Noize is TED Talk.
You gotta name that, man.
Drop the mic.
That's gotta be the name of this episode. Noize is TED Talk, my nigga. Noize is TED Talk.
Hey, man,
it's more to ownership than just owning your shit.
That's hella long. We ain't gonna name that. That's
it really is, though,
hey, man, that's a bar, man.
I mean, and
I think Nipsey said that. I think that's where he got it from. Was Nipsey.
Probably, I don't know. But I love that everybody want to own their shit. That's great. Yeah, that's great. But this ain't a new fucking conversation. Smokey on his shit. Like, this ain't a new conversation. Ownership has been a thing. Ray Charles owned his shit. Like, but he leveraged it to get what he needed. And then when he got what he needed, all right, now give me my masters.
You know, it's funny. Somebody said, speaking of Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder, they said that they paying child support for kids they ain't never seen. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? More of the story, man. You just gotta know. Some things you just gotta know. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta. You don't gotta see it all the time. Just know what you're talking about, man. And this Noize is TED Talk. A little bit. Think about that. That's tough, ain't it? You ain't never seen them kids.
That's
you don't
fucked up.
You're really not 100% sure they even look like that.
Right.
That's why you put a
you don't know
braille
if that's-
tattoo on them.
Put a braille tattoo. Like the Jewish people, bro. That's what we doing. We just branding.
I'm just saying.
Damn.
That's what we doing.
He
Getting the inside of the wrist.
when he
Which
holding
one
when,
is this?
when he holding the baby, he be shaking his shit.
You remember Ray Charles used to feel up on their
Yeah,
wrist
he used
and
to
shit.
feel
Like,
that
oh,
whole forearm and shit.
Kimmy.
So you put the braille on that little arm and shit, and he read it. He like, oh, that's Lil Ray.
Hey, little Ray. Ray.
Nah, man.
Hey, man. God bless the dead, man. God bless
God
the dead.
bless the
R.I.P. Ray Charles. Shout out Stevie Wonder, one of the coldest in the world. Shit, man, that was informative, man. Thank you. Like,
No
some
problem.
niggas,
That was
I'm glad I can
needed,
teach
man.
y'all something, man.
That was needed.
Glad I can
and
teach
not
y'all
even that,
something.
like, some niggas out there need to hear that. I don't know who made
Yeah.
it this far into
Well,
the
I
podcast.
mean,
And that's why I got as passionate as I did, because
I mean,
y'all niggas need to know this shit.
That's
man.
why at times, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, we was having a conversation, but you know, when a nigga know what he talking about, man, you gotta shut up.
fuck
I
up.
think a lot of the, especially with when we're talking locally, I'm just gonna go on the local level. I think a lot of these people out here, I'm gonna say entrepreneurs. We're not even just gonna talk about
niggas that rap.
rapping. I think the problem is a lot of us feel like it begins and ends with what we do.
Right.
And a lot of people do not know the business side of things. And it's not until they're completely raped, like they don't have nothing left of their business, to where they be like, okay,
Now I gotta learn the business.
I gotta learn the business.
It's like no, you need to be doing that all the while, my nigga, and it's not hard. It's not hard, but the thing is, and don't get me wrong, YouTube is great, you know, but the information is out there. But what I will say is, you got a lot of artists who, and I can speak personally because I have a studio. I have artists come here all the time. Y'all got to be receptive to the shit.
Yeah,
y'all got to be willing to hear the shit. If you just got this crazy plan and you just nothing nobody say can help aid, then you gonna get what you gonna get.
yeah.
You know, but I can say in my career, I've been blessed to have people in my life and been put around people who are knowledgeable of the business that could teach me these things. But I could have been that stupid ass kid to not listen.
Because I think when learning about the business, like, it's not nothing fun. That's the ugly part.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And when a motherfucker got a dream, it's really hard to sit them down and tell them about the dark side of things. You know?
That's true.
They
Don't
have
make no Santa Claus.
they have a dream. They have they're all green and shit. You know, so it's hard to sit them down and be like, look,
But you know
this is what it is, and this is what can happen.
But you know what? The crazy part is, knowing that is the closest you're gonna get to some kind of stability in this business. Knowing the business, this is one of the most unstable from a financial standpoint. This is one of the most unstable careers you could have. Trust me, I know. I make my living off of this shit. This is one of the most unstable careers you could possibly have. If you do not know this business and know all of the different revenue streams and ways you can make money in this business, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you in trouble. So, you know, if I could sit my ass down and listen to cats older than me at 13, you can do it as a grown ass man. And this business, this money we talking about, it's more to this music shit than just getting in the studio and getting on the mic. It's a lot more to that, you know. But you artists have to be receptive of it, and you know, really put the effort in and do the research for yourselves. Because even though, you know, some artists, I want Lo to know the shit for itself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no fuck nigga, but what if I'm not around? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I want this nigga to know the shit. You want motherfuckers like that. You don't want somebody around you that is gonna only give you certain information so that they are in a higher position and they can finesse the situation in their favor. Yeah. You want somebody that is gonna not only help you and work with you, but teach you the business. Yeah. And that's what you need. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta be receptive of it. Y'all gotta be willing to want to learn that shit. And in today's day and age with how streaming is going, y'all don't have the luxury of artists of old to just put it all on the manager. You will literally not make no money doing it that way. Cause it ain't a lot of money in the streaming shit anyway.
Yeah.
And if you got a manager that's doing all the work, it ain't hard for a nigga to say, you know what, I'm pocketing this shit.
Yeah.
Especially if your shit ain't made but fucking 2 G's.
Well.
So I'm just being real about it because I've seen it happen. So, all right, now I'm off my soapbox. We can continue.
That's sad, nigga. That shit hella. Ain't that sad, Tim?
It's a fucked up game, but
it's
real
shit you need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, when a motherfucker have a dream, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's at some point, you know,
I just feel like I feel like
wisdom shouldn't have to come from the mistakes that someone tried to tell you about.
There you go.
Here we go.
There you go.
Like if I, you know, if I'm again, you also have to. It comes from a bigger point. Like, you know, people have to really start understanding, like, you know, because you can get real caught up in this mentor. I want to mentor. I look up to this person type of deal, not knowing that this dude only cares for you because you're useful to him.
Right.
He doesn't care for you because he genuinely cares about your well-being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these dudes be up under other cats, not knowing that you're just useful. You're
Right.
You're an enabler for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing. And then two, for those out there that genuinely care about one's well-being, if I'm sitting here and I'm trying to tell you, you know, look, young, so this is what it is. This is what it is. This is what's going to happen. This is what you're going to see, and you don't want to, and you don't listen to it,
Mm-hmm.
and then it happens to you, and then that's when you decide to say, okay, I get it now.
Yeah. Well, that's when
But
you
it shouldn't have to come to that if I'm telling you.
Right, because I've done already made the mistake for you to learn from.
Yeah.
But also that also goes to, like, when we were talking with Sean last week, and that was a point that I didn't get to make, was that you gotta build rapport with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the sense of me as a producer, because with me and Lo, like, I'm the producer and I'm the nigga that run the label, right? But when me and Lo first started working with each other, I was just producing and engineering for him. He was doing his own thing.
Yeah.
It was, he knew he could trust me with this music shit, but also he knew I fucked with him as a human being.
Yeah.
Like, this is really my friend. We'd go out to lunch. We'd go out to functions together. We'd go do certain shit. Not because, oh, we do music together. No, this is really my fucking friend.
I know his mama.
He know my mama. So it's like, it's a lot easier for somebody to hear what you saying from that regard. And granted, we share knowledge with each other. So just as much as I can teach him, he can teach me. You know, but in the standard sense of things, you gotta be able to build that rapport with somebody that you're trying to get to listen to you too. You know, I think that's really important, because you got to get whoever's working with you to be able to trust you. Like, I ain't fucking, Lo is good by himself. Lo asked me to be with FCC. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show, like, let a motherfucker know you really give a fuck. They'll let you know if that's where they want to be or not. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, once again, off my soapbox.
Hey, man, I'm here for it, man.
That's just like my situation with these hoes, man. They be playing me. I be showing them, yo, I'm trying to be up in there with you, and they be like, I don't know, like, you say you do, like, what, like, I do it. I don't know.
Hey, man, you know, sometimes you got to turn into a D1 recruiter.
Hey, you feel me? Right? It's like, I got other. What? We can go get you know what I'm saying, Bronny. You know what I'm saying? I can get a Bronny. But I want you to come.
I got a few prospects, but I
need you here for 4 years, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, commit to me, I commit to you. But if not, Bronny is what?
Just a phone call away.
And that's his real name, LeBron James. Nigga, like, hey, your real name is never mind. I'm off that. Hey, man, before we get too far in, man, because that was a minute, nigga. Like, you was talking. Look at that. Look how much you talk.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
That was a minute.
I do want to talk about, how y'all feel hip hop has been this year. So I gotta, just certain categories, and y'all just throw me out a few people who hit y'all mind for it. I don't know if you want to go to Spotify and go to your title, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Right.
Or it's up here on the dome.
I'm not going off of numbers. I'm gonna go off of what I feel is impact.
Got you. If we want to go, we're talking hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily R&B, not necessarily local shit. Like hip hop as a whole. Like, who is y'all's rookie of the year so far?
Lil Baby with ease.
Rookie of the year?
Lil Baby.
Baby was hot last year. The Baby was hot last year.
Was he?
Yes.
I don't remember that. His debut album was this year.
Okay. Fair enough. I can respect that.
He's not even, no one even close.
Okay. You going Baby.
Hmm.
I'm going Roddy Ricch. That's what I'm going to do.
Hell no.
That's what I'm going to do.
Roddy Ricch album was last year.
Okay, I mean, it's within, still, you know what I'm saying, nigga? Within 14
Roddy
months.
Ricch is hotter than Lil Baby?
I think Lil Baby's hot right now.
Yeah, this
I
of the
just-
year, not.
I just think so. I mean, like, you look at NBA, Zion was a monster, but
I'm trying to think.
Well, ain't
Who would I
nobody
give
been closer than
Rookie
Lil
of
Baby,
the
bro.
Year?
John Morant wasn't rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Rookie of the year.
Give me Roddy Ricch. That's just me.
Lil Baby been everywhere.
It's really, to be real, it's only between them two.
Roddy was last year, I feel.
The Box was popping this year.
The Box did good this year.
Box beat
I ain't
Justin
gonna
Bieber
lie.
out. Like, what'd you read?
But-
That was last year.
It's really between them two. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go with Lil Baby. I'm gonna go with Lil Baby just because it's truly like he did just release his debut album. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Lil Baby.
6th man of the year.
Ooh, all right.
I'm being fair. This is only about the music.
All right.
Tory.
Mm.
If you take away the shooting, right?
Mm.
If you take away the shooting, the infamous shooting,
Mm.
Quarantine Radio was the biggest thing out.
Okay.
Quarantine Radio was the biggest thing out.
I respect
He
it.
released 2 projects.
Okay.
And he was on countless features.
Mm.
This year.
Okay. Respect. Got you.
I didn't see Tory coming.
I didn't either. I respect it.
What was bigger than this is Quarantine? What was bigger than Quarantine Radio? He was super fucking big. He got a fucking what did he get he got a YouTube deal out of it. Before the infamous joint,
I ain't
he
gonna
released
lie.
New Toronto.
I'd get that to Meg before I get that to Tory.
Hell no.
I'd get that to Meg before I get that to Tory.
6
from,
man? 6 man. We said 6 man.
Yeah,
Meg, a 6 man? No.
yeah. With the performance, yeah, I get it. I mean,
Based on the numbers,
I understand Quarantine
based on the
Radio.
numbers Meg did, I would consider her a flop.
Mm.
You have features. You have a Cardi feature. You featured on a Cardi song.
Mm-hmm.
You have a Beyonce feature.
Mm-hmm.
That was big.
You release your 8th debut album, but it's your debut album.
Eighth debut album.
And the numbers it did the first week,
I didn't. What
her
did they do?
trajectory, not that much.
Not that much. All right.
It wasn't bad, but her trajectory would put her as an elite artist based on her fan base, her brand, and the music that she was on. Her trajectory is an elite artist.
Okay.
And the number she did, she's a flop.
She debuted at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Behind fucking BTS. The only people who beat her.
God damn, she got beat by a K-pop band. That's crazy. That's hard.
105K.
Shit.
She's an elite artist.
That's not bad.
In
for
today's
today.
market,
Definitely not bad.
She's an
100
elite
You
artist.
said 105?
105.
Shit, that's good.
That's great. That's not bad.
That's good. We talking like that's sales, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Album sales equivalent.
With her
album equivalent.
based on her
equivalence.
trajectory.
Yes.
She's an elite artist.
Yeah, that's elite
Bro,
numbers. That's
you
elite
gotta
numbers.
think 100K in the first week. That's there aren't many like top end acts that are doing that.
Yeah, that's
There's
not
not a lot of top like there. Your Drakes and all of them like they're doing that, but like there aren't a lot of
Drake doing like 600-700K first week.
over that is what I mean.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of acts that came
Period.
out around Meg that are doing that first week.
That's not bad. That's damn sure not bad. I'm thinking, look at me, oh, she only got like 35-40K.
Yeah.
Lil Uzi Vert did 288,000
That's
in the
Uzi,
first
though.
week.
That's Uzi. That's different.
But
animals.
that's
Uzi.
also
He does not have the trajectory that Meg has.
Oh my
with
God.
a fucking Beyonce.
He
You want
has the
Beyonce?
track
You want
record.
bro? You got Beyonce. You got a fucking.
wait.
You got a
He-
Beyonce sample and a Cardi sample within a couple months of each other.
Didn't Uzi have like the biggest record of like 2018 or some shit?
That XO tour line.
Yeah, like
It was between that and fucking Old Town Road as the fucking biggest
Yeah,
song
like,
ever, pretty much.
Uzi
Uzi's that nigga,
for
bro.
a
288.
minute. Uzi
288. God damn.
Uzi's that nigga, bro. Like, hate to say it. Uzi's that nigga.
and it has been for a minute from a sales standpoint.
And how does Megan get 6 man? I'm curious about that. I'm curious about how she gets 6 man. Like,
I
I
wouldn't
feel
put
like
it, based on if she's not, because she's not a 6-man to me.
Okay.
Based on her career trajectory, and for an elite artist to put out 105, that is a flop.
look, okay, let's say this. She's Paul George. She's not a 6 man. She's not an MVP. She all-star.
Flop. Paul George is a flop.
I give
Paul
you
George
that.
All-Star.
I give you that.
Paul George is a flop.
Paul George is
He's-
a max contract all-star. You want to talk flop? We could talk Greg Oden. She ain't Greg Oden. She ain't Lonzo. She ain't Markelle Fultz. She ain't Anthony Bennett. Shout out UNLV, Anthony
Right.
Bennett, but she ain't that.
Who
nigga.
would be your 6-man?
My 6 man is
Juice WRLD did
he's
497,000.
dead. Now look,
Posthumous.
so here's what I'm gonna go. For my 6 man, it's a toss-up between DaBaby,
Mm-hmm.
because his album wasn't all that, but he's been killing them feature-wise and still killing with singles.
Okay.
And still killing them with content and videos. Give me DaBaby and toss it between him and shit, my nigga Pop Smoke, bro.
Okay, I just brought it up. Okay, so
Yeah.
hip hop sales first week, right?
This year?
This year, 2020.
Got you.
1 is Juice WRLD. 2 is The Weeknd.
Okay, we can. I didn't want to say Weeknd because I count him in the
Yeah.
R&B thing.
It's just,
but
it's just.
got you. I got
I'm just giving the album
you.
sales.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is like the top. They did the top 130.
Okay.
130. Meg Thee Stallion is at 27. This is an elite artist we talking.
That's elite, bro. Like
27.
Okay, name me people below her.
Or above her, you mean?
Below her. People who she's on top of.
People she's on top of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Start at 28
she's on
for me.
27. 28 is Polo G.
Mm-hmm.
30 is NBA Youngboy.
Elite artist. Right now.
Kehlani.
Okay.
Moneybagg Yo.
Mhm.
Dolph YG. Tory Lanez is at 37. Russ. G Herbo, Bryson Tiller, Dirk,
You name some heavy hitters. Like,
Nas.
Name some heavy hitters.
She's again at 50 with Sugar. This is Sugar was released this year too. This is her second
Got you.
debut. That was
Okay.
her first debut or her 5th debut.
Come on. Big old freak.
Now above her,
Buffer gets grim because there's some hitters out there.
Juice WRLD, Uzi Vert, Eminem, Pop Smoke, Drake. Drake is at number 7.
Yeah.
Logic, Lil Baby.
Oh,
Lil Baby is at
Logic.
9. Lil
Forgot
Baby
about
is 9.
here we go.
21 Savage, Metro Boomin.
Forgot about 21.
Future is 13. Wayne is 15. The Baby is 20. Gunna is 22.
You're not naming me anybody who's not elite, who's not somebody.
These are Future and Uzi Vert is at 25.
and that just
And Big
dropped.
Sean is 26.
Fair.
Now,
Big artist.
of all the artists that I've named,
Mhm.
give me someone with a bigger career trajectory than she does. This meaning she has the features. She's on the albums.
Yeah, that
She
doesn't-
hold up. She has the future. She has the features. She has the albums.
Okay.
She has the brand. She's out there.
Right.
And then that's all she's doing?
Okay. She
has the career trajectory of an elite artist.
You're making
a very, very elite artist.
You're making it seem like that's not elite. Like you're comparing someone else's
I'm not
shit
saying
to her shit.
I'm not saying
Like,
106,000 is not a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of her career trajectory, that is a flop.
Not at all. You're wilding, bro. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's great. Like that's incredible. Like first of all, you got to remember she's still a woman. Let's start there. She's still a woman.
Come on, man.
You know that she's still a woman.
Come on, dog. People are talking about Meg's body once a week.
Ask me this.
True.
Okay.
Very true.
Okay.
She is out there. She
out there.
She
She's
has
Meg.
a brand.
And you're
Blue
making it
Magic,
seem like,
baby. This is a brand name.
You're making it
But-
seem like 27 is low. Like just because Drake, Big Sean, Juice WRLD, Uzi Vert, 21 Savage, Lil Baby, and goddamn Wayne and Big Sean are over her.
But
That's
in
not bad.
in the context of our conversation, you giving her 6 man.
He gave her 6
Okay.
man.
6.
I gave Pop Smoke.
We're talking an elite artist that has had a huge year.
Mm-hmm.
6 man.
Yeah.
That is a flop.
No.
How?
Not everybody could be a fucking.
How? How was that a flop?
Not everybody could be the goddamn.
Okay, let me ask you this then. If we already know Uzi Vert did 488,000 the first week.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Give him a Cardi and a Beyonce feature within months apart. Give him her brand.
He has a bigger brand.
And he will flip that.
And that's two different demographics.
And one that's diminishing his
You
brand.
got to also remember, Uzi got the white boys, got the skaters, got the Asians.
Meg
Uzi, not like
Not
that.
like Uzi.
Uzi,
Come on. Not like Uzi.
You got to understand, Uzi taps into different demographics and cultures. Uzi taps into the skater culture. He taps into
give me
the
a
rock
bigger.
star.
Give me an artist right now that's bigger than Meg on a brand scale,
Drake,
other than Drake.
Uzi,
You just brought him up because I brought his
Cardi.
numbers up.
Cardi,
That's bigger than Meg.
Yeah.
way bigger.
Okay,
Yeah.
that she just did a huge song with.
Uh-huh.
Who else?
Let's get nitty. Let's see. Wiz.
No.
Wiz got the whole weed community. What do you
Come on,
mean?
dog, no.
That's old people. That's
a
white
Space
people.
Jam reach.
That's a Space Jam
Wildin'.
reach.
Okay.
Wow.
Whatever. Yeezy. See, and the fact that you're about that kind of like how you gonna say Wiz the reach, but you gonna hand haul with Kanye? Like that's a clear one. That's an easy one. Like
I'm not
okay. Whatever.
I'm not
Like,
sold on.
You're not.
No. I'm giving. This is a platform for our opinion.
Right.
I know.
So I'm giving my opinion.
No,
I'm not sure of what Kanye's brand is in 2020. Like, is Kanye getting the eyes because he's hated? A lot of this shit he's doing because it's like a lot of the notoriety that Kanye is getting is because he be wilding and shit on Twitter.
Okay.
It's not because of his work.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Travis.
That's a good one.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I give you Travis.
Yeah.
I'll give you.
Come on, yeah. Weekend.
They there, man. They
No, I
might
mean,
not
like,
be
it's
coming
not-
to mind right now, but they're there. Like,
Okay.
she's still. The thing is
Well,
like,
but
even though
you haven't even got to 10 yet.
I ain't got a 10.
No.
Uzi, Drake, Kanye, Travis, Wiz, Weekend.
6.
Let's see.
Bro, come on now. Y'all diminish.
Cardi.
Y'all are a 7. Y'all honestly trying to diminish her brand.
No, it's not.
She has
a great brand.
she has an elite brand. She has the resources.
yeah,
She's out there.
she got fucking Kevin Lyles behind her. Like, she got it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me ask you. Okay,
Yeah,
so let me
like-
ask you a question then. As we talking about artist development,
Right.
should an artist with that brand and that platform be doing 106?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's great.
You got okay, so let's put in context. When Cardi came out, what was the biggest record? Bodak Yellow, right?
Yellow.
That was a fucking remake.
This
That
is a
wasn't
fact.
an original record.
This is a fact.
How long did it take for her actual debut album to come out? From the time Bodak Yellow came out to the debut album.
At least a year and some change.
It's a long time. Her Bodak Yellow was on mixtapes.
Yeah.
But that was when we got the thing is that's the same way we got introduced to Meg.
We go freak.
That's the same way we got introduced to Meg. Unfortunately, with women in hip hop, I don't know why, but it takes a little.
She was the first woman on GQ to get Rapper of the Year too.
You know, like I ain't diminishing nothing from Meg.
Yeah.
I think she's right where she should be. Because
It gives her room to grow.
How long have we heard about Meg? What since what?
Maybe 2018.
And I take that
end of
back.
2018?
I take that back. I'm sorry, because I obviously I'm guessing this was a big conversation that I had missed, but Meg did 92K
Okay,
first week.
she did 92.
She did 92.
First week. I mean, that's still not bad.
That kind of
to be real, you don't. It's not
Hey, that's-
like because she's not with a major.
That's a hell of a 6-man and shit. 92K for the 6-man.
Rock. She's on the Q. No, is she on the Q? Not
No,
QC.
she's
No,
with.
she's with, like,
I
some
know
indie
Kevin Lyles is behind her.
Rock Nation is her
Nation
manager.
Management though.
That's
I'm
different.
talking about the label though. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's technically indie. Like she's got Rock Nation management behind her,
Yeah.
but she don't have a label putting that kind of machine behind her, and she's doing what she's doing.
She's more of a success story than a flop.
Yeah. You know, so I mean, shit.
So you go Meg.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're
give it to
going
Meg.
Tory. I said. What else I say?
You said
Pop Smoke
yeah,
and
Pop
or the
Smoke.
Baby. One of the two. Okay.
Pop Smoke is Pethumus too.
Pethumus.
I mean, now you know what I'm saying. But he was on a run though.
Oh yeah, he would have got it.
Run. Let's go most improved.
Most improved.
Yeah.
Dante, you take that one first. Shit, I got to think on that one. Most improved. Sheesh.
Most improved.
Most improved. Most improved.
Jesus Christ. Come back to me. Give me yours.
All right. Most improved artist of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's hard. For me personally,
It's a personal thing.
Reason.
Reason.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, for me personally, Reason. From the first album to this, from my first introduction of him to this one, this project he just put out. I want to say this shit came out September. Or it probably came out before that, but either way, yeah, like rocking with it, fuck with it, yeah. That project made me a fan. So
I can respect that. That's a real safe answer. I'm trying to think out.
it's safe.
I mean,
feel-
knowing you, I can respect that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just safe because that's still a one that's out there. Let's see. For Miles Low, most improved, somebody who I wasn't fucking with last year, that I am fucking with now. I don't want to say it. I really don't. But I'm going to just say it just because, not because I fuck with him heavy, but because the rise was astronomical, in my opinion. I'm going to go Harlow.
Jack Harlow?
That boy nice.
Okay.
The
That's
boy nice.
cause I've heard about him for a while and never rocked with him.
The boy nice.
Either him or somebody like a G Herbo kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like somebody who like we've heard about for a minute, but we never really like.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I don't.
City Girls.
That's a good one. Oh yeah, that's
City
a good one.
Girls.
Because I was not fucking with them at all last year. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm thoroughly enjoying their growth.
Yeah,
Okay.
They just put out a song.
JT
I posted
Loki
it.
could get it.
They
Hey,
just
JT.
put out a song with a girl named Lakia, I believe her name is.
Yeah,
And they was getting busy.
they got some
I'm
heat.
thoroughly.
They got some heat.
We already said Rookie of the Year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we did Rookie of the Year,
Six
six
Man.
man. Biggest disappointment this year.
Oof.
2 Chainz.
Ooh.
You was expecting something from 2 Chainz? Like you was expecting the album to be something special?
From 2 Chainz is, I think he flirts a lot with the music he makes, and I think he can make amazing content that shows some type of growth.
Mm-hmm.
I think as a 40-something-year-old man, the music that he's making, although it's not super, super bad, it doesn't resonate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And, you know, I know I used to hear him complaining about, like, you know, he's trying to get a Hov feature, but Hov won't call him back. But it's like, fam, do you see the kind of music that you,
Right.
I put a
leaning
Lambo
on.
on my wrist. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's on 2K.
Okay.
But the title track, I'm going off the dome, but the title track on his last album with Marsha Ambrosius.
So help me God, what's it called? I think.
I can't think of the album. I can't think of the song name. It's the first track.
Okay.
That is the type of music I think 2 Chainz can make
Getting into
to where
that
it
older
sounds good.
reflective
It
bag,
sounds amazing, and it displays growth.
Yeah, it's
When you're
reflective
still-
of who you are
When
now.
you're you're the music he's trying to make now just it doesn't resonate anymore.
Because you could tell, nigga,
Yeah.
use a grown
Yeah.
ass man. You not on this type of time
Yeah.
no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like to put, and I don't. I'm the type of person where I don't like mixing ageism in hip hop. I don't really like doing
I feel
it.
you.
But to consider his age and the type of music he's making, it's just
Well, and the fact that that's been the type of music entire career.
Yeah.
Like it hasn't, so now I feel that. Damn, biggest disappointment. And I ain't gonna lie, and this shit just came out. Cuddy.
that's Cuddy's.
That
always been asked to me.
Terrible, right? Me too.
this one
I can celebrate Cuddy's genius, but he's always made super depressing, not that good music.
to me,
But I know he's talented.
yeah, like he talented as fuck. He can make me like I've liked Cuddy records before.
Yeah.
This one just felt like Cuddy trying to tackle everything that everybody is doing currently. And it's like that's not why we love Cuddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Y'all.
that would probably be my biggest disappointment. Yeah.
Big Sean.
Ooh, wait,
Big Sean.
what?
And this is me.
Okay.
I've never bit my tongue about how huge, incredibly loyal, dedicated Big Sean fan I am.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Tell the truth.
Oh man, Die Hard. I still love Big Sean.
I appreciate you telling the truth.
Oh man, Die Hard, bro. Like nigga. Like you should have seen. I wish I knew you when I met the nigga for the first time. When I called everybody I knew that I knew would be like, what? And told like, bro, I just met Big Sean. Everybody woke up out their sleep at 3 a.m. because I'm leaving the club. Like my nigga, I took back some shots with Big Sean. Like I'm that nigga. Like nigga, I can rap every word on albums, word for word. I'm that type of fan with Big Sean.
Right.
And for me, the one thing I like about Big Sean is that his style evolves. And I feel like it hit its peak so far on Dark Sky Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like every release since then has lacked the feeling of what made me fall in love with Big Sean's music.
Got you.
And I I'm not a yes man, so I'm not gonna be like, oh man, Big Sean's the shit. Ha ha, this the best album in the world. No, like for me, like that wasn't it, bro. Like you're spitting, and it was good to hear the nigga spit, but as somebody who fell in love with the feeling and you know what I mean, like the shit you would talk about and the passion and the story and you know even the corniness, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
that played along to it. Like I had a relatability to that shit.
Got you.
And the last album wasn't it for me, man. So
I
Big
think-
Sean, if ever you watching it, I didn't, nigga. If you watching, my nigga,
It
listening, shout out I didn't,
it feels
nigga.
like Big
Man.
Sean and Wayne are obsessed with rapping like Eminem raps now. Like just trying to rap a whole bunch of fucking words. Like
I don't know about that.
they
I don't know
all
about-
rap this.
I don't know about
Big Sean and Wayne rap just like him now.
Mm.
I don't know about that. I get you. I get what
Rapping
you're
a
saying.
whole bunch of words into
Just
a bar.
trying to get everything
Yeah.
in as much as you can. Mm. I can see it. Yeah.
Who do y'all think laid a great foundation to build on next year? Like who's like, okay, hey, next year is gonna be your year. For sure.
Lil Baby. Yeah, there's a multiple choice answer.
Give me two.
All right, shit.
Actually, no, give me three. Give me
All
three.
right, Lil Baby.
Mm.
Personal pick,
Your players to
Corday,
watch. Corday. Ah, okay. All right, I respect it.
and who was the third one? To be real, Meg. Like Meg could really have a hell of a year next year.
Meg.
She do it right. You know, but not. I think it's coming to a point, especially with how music is being put out. Like she's getting to that first rebrand where she gotta. All right, we know you got the body. We know you got ass. We know you can twerk. Show us something else. You know what I'm saying? But she's got all the attention. She's in the right position to really capitalize on it and be the biggest female artist in hip hop. She really does. And she has the capability and all the tools she needs to really do it.
What Cardi got to say about that?
I got Shay Noir. From Buffalo, affiliated with the Griselda Cats. I feel like with the work she's put in, I think she's released 2 projects this year, I believe. With the work she's put in and who she's associated with, she has the potential to show that she is not just one of the best female rappers, but one of the best rappers of today.
Okay.
Well,
2? 3?
3.
Oh, you asking for a lot.
Like, all you got is 1. That's cool. It's whatever. You can say, nigga, time.
I think the Corday.
Mm-hmm.
Corday's coming.
Yeah. And see, his peoples is like, his mom's is a spitter. So like, yeah.
I still feel like Corday is very and as a think about Corday is like as somebody who watched his whole come up and has nothing but love and respect for him and understands what he does. Being a lyricist myself, I see so many chinks in his armor. And I think he's still super raw and undeveloped. I think he's still probably about an album or 2 away from really fucking up the game like that. But he's in the
He on his way.
Yeah, he on his way for sure. I don't think next year's gonna be his year. I think
That last album was nice. I wasn't disappointed. Put it that way. I wasn't disappointed.
I was impressed, but I wasn't thrown back like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was expecting to hear good music, but I was also expecting to be like, yeah, he got some work.
You remember when it's like look at like Jamal Murray this playoffs
Right.
in the bubble, like, oh
Right.
my god, we're watching a nigga who can do some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, eventually you gonna be cold. Like, you may not be Steph, you may not be Dame, but your time gonna come eventually, champion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You'll get it in. But okay, so Corday, Shorty, and who else?
That's it.
Damn, talking about Corday, I forgot my number 2. My number 1 for sure was finna be I'm going Griselda as a whole. Like I think like that whole group unit as a whole could.
Yeah.
Next
It's
year could
interesting.
be-
It's going to be interesting how they move. Although they do complain, which is understandable.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they do off of Shady Records
Uh-huh.
without that machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice to see what they do independently, because I don't see them signing with a major again. I don't see it. They don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Their movement is just too. It's too strong. It's got too much steam already.
Yep.
They don't really need to be with a major like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're not the acts that you're not about to go see them in no arena or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But even still, they got the traction to where they could get there.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah. Them niggas did their shit this year.
I really, really, really think Toby and Wigway is gonna pop off for real big this next year. I really do, because
He's nice. He's nice.
This wasn't his year like on that level, but
Like we expected, because I expected him to do some shit this year. I did.
Never heard of
Based the nigga that be in the Nike slides all the time, him and his wife. And
you seen him on Instagram.
Yeah,
I'll show
you've seen him. You definitely seen his shit.
Okay.
You definitely seen his shit. Like, he dope. He can spit his ass off.
Yeah.
Spit his black ass off.
like as hell.
Yeah, he can spit. But his wife can spit too. Crazy
Right.
part.
Right.
Crazy part. His wife could fucking spit.
And they independent and they getting love and
Yeah,
they
they've been
getting
on-
the cosigns in the industry too
Yeah.
that I know could project you into something
Okay.
crazy next year. And I always feel like he never got I'm not a fan of his music, but I always felt like even though the plaques may say it, I never felt like Russ really got the love he deserves for being the artist he is. And I think that in a time like this may be a chance for Russ to really fight for them top ranks. Not gonna fight for my love or my attention, but I think that Russ.
But
definitely could.
but Russ is out streaming, out making money,
out selling, out touring,
out selling.
out merchandising.
So is he really not getting his recognition?
Nah,
or
the problem
love.
it's the love. The problem is he'll never be a Drake because he's not likable like Drake.
He just
where it's
released
at.
an EP
spit-
outbarring.
He was outbarring all them niggas.
hard.
But you still got to be a likable motherfucker in the public.
Yep.
And to be fair, while he has a big fan base, I fuck with Russ's music.
People don't like his
But
personality.
Russ is a dickhead.
Yeah.
Russ a whole dickhead. So it's not that he not getting the accolades. It's not that the numbers don't show it. It's you're one of those artists that you got a core fan base, and it's not gonna grow as rapidly until you decide to get that
Got you.
that people
And he's
persona.
had hits. Like he's had radio hits.
Major
Like, it's
hits,
not like-
major radio play. But you still gotta as a major label, I gotta be able to get you the Pepsi campaign. I can't do that. Even though you a white boy with a good look, can't do that because you an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that with Drake. I get Drake to do a music video that's a whole Nike commercial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Russ has the capability, he has all of the capability and potential to be that nigga. He could really be that nigga when Drake decide, all right, I'm cool. But he's not likable. People in the industry don't like that nigga like that. So it's only so far you're gonna really get.
Most slept on.
Whew. Most slept on?
I'll start off. I
Go
felt
ahead.
like D Smoke's album. I felt like D Smoke was super slept on.
I'm only laughing because that was a dope ass out. I'm only laughing because I already know this nigga about to talk about him speaking Spanish on every song.
I know. I saw the bit. I saw it.
But
Hey.
no, his album.
That was cold.
I
nigga.
personally, now D Smoke's album was good, but it didn't impress me lyrically.
If Dora the Explorer was a nigga, it would
the
be that.
production was fantastic.
He made a Dora the Explorer episode in one album.
Yeah, nah. I mean, yeah, I see that. He
I think it was. I maybe not the most slept on artist, but I feel like that project alone was pretty slept on in my opinion.
Damn, I can't think who had a project out that was. Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to come back to me. Go ahead, Tay.
I'm giving it to either Dolph or Moneybagg Yo.
You know, stay in Memphis. Memphis slept on this year.
Oh, you know what?
Moneybagg Yo put out some amazing projects this year, and Dolph had a really great slept on album.
If we talking about just a slept on project that came out this year, Tip shit,
Tip
the
was
Libra
very-
joint.
yeah,
I don't fuck with nobody say
that was a good album.
That's one of his better works, of recent time. Yeah, he did his shit on that. That's a slept on album.
Okay. Last but not least, who's the MVP this year?
MVP.
Because I'm gonna just say it,
Go ahead.
and it's
Get it off your chest.
Go
son.
ahead.
and maybe this is more like GM of the year, but I'm going Hit Boy.
I can see that.
Oh my
He
God.
been on the tear.
Hit Boy on his
On
shit.
but MVP though.
He been on the tear.
Oh, I thought he was talking. Okay,
I'd say in the producer sense, hell yeah.
I mean, I it's hard for me to give it to anybody in the music
feel like-
industry
I
who had a
feel
bigger
like-
year. Maybe Weeknd had a bigger year. I don't know, but like fucking like Hit
if
Boy,
we just
hip-hop,
talking in hip hop,
in the hip hop spectrum of everything, Hit Boy was on his shit. But if we talking like artists, like straight artists, like straight like just like I rap.
Yeah.
Baby putting on for the city. Baby get rich. Baby got. Give me little baby. Give me baby.
it's really
Or King Von. But yeah, give me baby. King Von had a crazy rise of sin.
Pathumas. But I get it.
yeah. I don't
Call it what
know.
you
I
want.
can't-
That was a crazy rise, my nigga. Quick
got-
rise.
All three of these people have had a hell of a year, and that's that. They're one of them.
Oh, I
Griselda.
thought you were gonna say all three of them. Like, hey.
Well, no, like for real, all of them have had a great year, but
Uh-huh.
the Detroit nigga in me is picking Griselda. But I cannot deny the fact Lil Baby has had a fucking year.
Yeah.
So it's Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs had a year. He about to win a Grammy.
This
About
is
to win a
true.
Grammy.
He had a
This
year with
is
one project.
True.
He had some features. He's had.
But also, like, I think, and
Project was a little.
I might be,
Project was a little hyped in my
I
opinion.
might be on my own, but I think that project had a lot of hype to it due to the
Very,
fact
very
that
much so.
Alchemist was a part of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm gonna be real.
I just listened to it
a lot of
recently.
them
So
hip hop heads
this
ain't
is
listening
recent.
to Freddie Gibbs
This
like
is
that, bro.
this is a lot of people. A lot of
You
people
know?
like to. A lot of people like to.
He didn't make my
No,
top.
I got you.
A lot of people like to put the music to the side and try to think what they felt when they listened to it.
Right,
I just literally listened to this a couple weeks ago.
right. Yeah,
Very
like
much so hyped.
I think it's more hype because
The one with
like,
Madlib was much better.
yeah, you know, and also Alchemist is bringing the people that are listening to the Griseldas and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know,
He had
so
the features. He had the Benny.
yeah,
features.
so.
Benny had a crazy verse.
But nah, I was gonna say Griselda, Lil Baby, and even though I don't like this nigga because I think he just make the same song over and over, the baby.
Yeah.
Like those three acts. Well,
I feel like the baby got MVP last year for me.
okay.
And it's like the Giannis thing. Where I feel like LeBron should have won it. I'm like, nah, like yo, the year this year wasn't the year you was last year.
Got
you know
you,
what I'm
got
saying?
you,
Like
got
you
you.
get like that fatigue of shit. But I got you though. Nah, baby
Yeah.
on the run. Baby putting on for the city.
I may not.
Baby
I may acknowledge now that I am not a super fan of this person's music. No, and we just talked about him. But I think the MVP of this year is Lil Uzi Vert.
Of this year?
Yep.
Okay.
What
Based on
what did Uzi do this year?
He had the Eternal 8 Take album, and he had this one with Future just drop.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about
So-
that. I did forget about that.
Feel you.
I did forget about that. My bad, guys. Yeah, he did just drop with Future.
So if we talk about niggas, MVPs, niggas that's really out here doing it, Uzi Vert.
All right, I respect it. I respect it.
And I don't necessarily like this person's music.
Well, motherfuckers, hit us with y'all fucking takes on this shit on Twitter and Instagram, all that good shit. We
That's
don't
someone
have
I-
a Twitter, do we?
Nah.
All right, well, Twitter coming soon. It's gonna be the same shit.
I'm trying to think
I'll do
about
the
artists that I do like that I would say would be MVP of the year. The artist I do like, now this is bias, be Nas.
Hit Boy.
Because
Hit
Nas-
Boy. That's Hit
Because
Boy.
Nah,
because
I give you that.
in
That's
one
it, boy.
in one project
I give
Nas
you
was
that.
not in one project Nas was able to do what a lot of artists couldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Which is?
Nas is one of the OGs
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah.
He a producer did the whole album, a young producer.
Mm-hmm.
In 98% of the features on that album were with younger rappers.
Mm-hmm. Bridge that gap for
That
sure.
for sure he changed the trajectory of their careers by aligning himself, his brand and his mystique with younger artists that he didn't have to do. We always talk about
Bridging the Gap.
no. We always talk about bridging the gap.
Oh, yes.
And I remember when we was all here sitting here, was another brother here too, and we said it's a difference between trying to help someone out and actually sticking your neck out and saying, I am Nas and these cats are on my album.
Right.
And that's what he did.
Now, here's what I'll say. Here's just my only critique about that. Nas been flopping for a minute.
Come on, fam.
Nas should have been on this ride. Now, mind you, I think Nas.
Where was he been flopping for years? That Nasir wasn't
Okay.
his.
Okay,
He recorded
let's
he
say
recorded for Kanye for 3 days, and Kanye put that album together. That's it. What was
Look,
that? What else was bad? He put out the
I don't even
the
fucking-
Lost
I
tapes.
don't remember
He-
a song
The
off
Lost
album.
tapes was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Okay.
good. Actually, it's a joint on there I gotta listen to tonight.
Nas did something this year that he could have been done. Could have been doing this shit. Could have been that older statesman for the shit. Could have.
True.
I think he personally should have. Now, mind you, I think.
But
hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
you can't say that, and your so-called GOAT ain't did that.
Who's my so-called GOAT?
Dove.
Okay, Ho's a billionaire. Like, I mean,
Oh my God.
okay.
So why does the rules change for him?
Okay,
Okay.
but no. But also, even I see what you're saying. The only reason I gotta shoot him some bail is because that's been the nigga behind Dave East.
Of course.
That's
got
been the
you.
nigga behind. Like, so
What I mean is,
he was starting the whole label while he was doing this shit. I ain't
Fair,
shoot him no
right.
bail, but he
What
was
I mean,
starting the whole label.
Come on, man.
I'll give Nas comeback player of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he came back from places that he hasn't been at in a while.
I don't know. This album really, for me, because I feel like people who are really fans of hip hop and
Yeah,
you
the older
appreciate it.
people really appreciate Nas, but I feel like this album made that younger crowd
Yeah.
really appreciate
Yeah.
He's back relevant.
who
you know what I'm
Nas
saying?
is.
You
It made
relevant in a different generation.
motherfuckers go back and listen to
and
his
listen to
catalog.
his shit. Yeah, you
Right.
know, yeah, it's something he could
But
have
he
been
could have
did.
been did that. Like,
It's something he could have been did, but I think also like
you could have been had an MVP
No
like
other,
season.
but no other vet, quote unquote vet, has done that.
right.
So it's not fair to put that on him and
Right,
say,
I mean,
oh well, he could have did it.
he could. Okay, put it this way.
I feel it.
He could have dropped the album that got the amount of love that this one got.
Hove ain't sticking his neck out for none of these young niggas,
Ho's getting #1 albums though every album he drops.
and he ain't sticking his neck out for none of these young niggas.
Nas ain't getting #1 album every album he drop. Like it can go like we're talking
Regardless,
Ghost and we're talking.
I get the argument on both sides. I do.
regardless, because the bias is seeping out of you. But regardless of the music that Nas is putting out, no one will be able to take away his lyrical ability, his mystique, and he is known as one of, if not the greatest rapper in the game.
Of course, of one of all time greats. Yeah.
So, regardless of when he decided to do it, he stuck his neck out for younger, very, very young artists.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That's a huge fucking staple. So everything that we ask of veterans, he did in one fucking album. No one else has done that.
Oh
no
yeah.
one.
But I would really like to know how much time went into putting that together.
He did. He said him and because he was I listened to an interview with him and he was saying, look, I recorded those lyrics with Kanye in like 2-3 days.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really have no time together.
Right.
I didn't know he didn't even know he was dropping an album.
Right.
He just put it together. Him and Hit Boy spent the entire time in the studio together.
Right.
That's respectable as fuck.
It's a different level
that's respectable as fuck. And although he hasn't been as shit, you can't really even say he hasn't put no music out because he has the this year was King's Disease. Last year was Lost Tapes. The year before that was the Nasir or whatever.
Yeah. Before
whatever,
that
however you care about it. But he has been putting out music.
Yeah. But I think this was the first.
People are putting this in the top 5.
This was the one everybody was waiting on. This was the one people wanted. But
so you got to respect what he did, man. He bridged the gap in one album. We already know he's killing on the business end. Mm-hmm. His business deals are, I know everybody like to put him up against Jay-Z and whatever Jay-Z got going on, but if you really look at Nas's business deals, he ain't too far from it. The man is eating. Mm-hmm. He's had some amazing fucking business deals. Mm-hmm. And then he puts out this album. He's like, and it's crazy because Jay put out 444, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm only putting them together because they're always pitted against each other. Right. But Jay put out 444, and the youth went at him because they couldn't relate to it. Mm-hmm. And part of then before that he put out Magna Carta, whatever the fuck that album was, a whole album about paintings that no one could relate to because the whole fucking album was about painting. Then 444, which I loved, but the youth couldn't relate to it.
Right.
And based on that is you make content out of your reality, and it is true is true that Jay is living a life that majority of us will never live.
Yeah.
Now, this is why Nas is better than him, in my opinion.
Because Nas is making these
relatable. Nas is making these. He's up there in that bracket too that Jay-Z is in, but he's still able to relate down here.
Yeah.
And so his music is still relatable.
I feel it.
That is why Nas is the best in these narratives. Oh, he don't pick good beats. All that shit derived from Takeover. All of it came from Takeover. That's when the Nas don't have good beats. Nas don't have good albums. Okay. All that came from Takeover and Jay-Z fans. But niggas know that's really into the music know what's up.
Oh shit.
So shout out to Nas.
Shout out Nas, man.
MVP, my MVP.
Well, shit.
Oh, man. My MVP, my biased MVP pick.
Okay, here we go.
Shit, y'all. We got
when the old man speaks, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta just
I gotta get on my shit sometimes. You feel me?
And you can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's all good. Hey man, at the Gatekeepers _podcast on Instagram. Yada what I mean for show. Yada what I mean for Sheezy.
Yes, sir.
At Miles Low Music on Instagram, Twitter, Tinder, Pornhub. What
Real
else?
quick, man, before we get up out of here, man, give me album of the year. Albums of the year.
Oof.
Album of the year? Start off with Noize then shit.
Album of the year. Real shit? Benny shit, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still like that's my favorite shit that dropped this year.
Mm-hmm.
King's Disease.
You can go with Conway?
I respect
King's Disease.
King's Disease was Conway's album. Benny's wasn't it?
Nah,
oh, Benny's was from
King's
a man to a
King's
god.
Disease is
from
Nas.
a king to a
from a king to a god is
got you, Conway.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay. What was Benny's album called? I'm so like I'm. It's all blending together.
I got you.
This King God.
Let me, because I feel like that might be. Hold on. Burden of Proof.
Burden of Proof. Right.
Yeah. And then Conway is From King to a God.
Got you.
Yeah. All very much Hit Boy involved projects.
For me, and once again, this is my bias, what I like to listen to, what I was impressed with. Y'all never heard of this nigga, but this nigga named Kenny Mason, bro, from Atlanta, bro.
Hard.
That album sat with me so incredible. Like, that's just me personally. So, but big ups to Kenny Mason, big ups to Noize, big ups to Benny, big ups to Griselda, big ups to the baby, Lil Baby,
yes, sir.
Meg Thee Stallion, Lil Uzi, Travis, Pop Smoke, who's your six man? Tory Lanez,
all y'all niggas, man. Shit.
Gatekeepers, bitch. You know what it is, man. Give me your ads.
All right, man. Yeah, at Beats by Noize.
Did you give it y'all by the year?
Yeah, I said Kenny Mason.
I've never heard of fuck that.
He
is.
dope
I was just playing for you.
He's like a very aggressive K-Dot.
I'll play for you.
R&B
album of the year?
Yeah. You got one?
Mm.
Damn, who have I been listening to R&B wise? Hold on. I had to think.
Next podcast.
Yeah,
your next podcast.
Next podcast.
We'll say that for the next
But
podcast.
at Beats by Noize on all social media, beatsbynoise.com if you need beats and shit, little bitches. All that shit, Beats by Noize. Yeah, and big bitches, because I don't have no preference.
I don't call women bitches. That's just them. So
y'all know what I mean. I love y'all.
I also trick off.
But yeah, Beats by Noize on PlayStation Network. PS5 coming soon. All that. I'm gonna do.
That's a rack. What you been soon? That's a rack.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna do a little something strange for a piece of change.
Spence, we got it like that here at FCC in the Gatekeepers.
Look, man.
I ain't got no that.
Y'all rich niggas.
I ain't got no.
Hey, who y'all got
There's
in
a
the
lady
next
named
verses?
Margaret that got it.
Who y'all got in the next verses?
E42 short?
Yeah.
40.
I'm going 40. What?
40. Yeah, I'm going 40.
What? You be shaking and stanking and donking, trying to get to you and that monkey.
Yeah, I'm going 40, man.
40 what?
40 has a huge catalog, so he has a bigger potential to fumble it.
I feel it.
I'm going short. Short got shit.
Short ain't got 20. That's
What?
going.
Freaky Tales.
He ain't got
I'm
20
a
that
player.
everybody's gonna rock with. Got 20 for everybody.
Hold up. Freaky Tales. I'm a player. Blow Your Whistle.
Blow your whistle.
Blow that whistle.
That's an ass eating reference right there. I see what you did
Whatever.
there.
Blow the whistle. Put a hump in your back and shake your rump.
Yeah.
Bounce that ass when she
Yeah, that. Be a
Take
Bia.
that monkey. It's like 7, 8.
It's a 40 song, but baby, don't act like a bitch. Dun, dun, dun.
They gonna have to end with that
Like a
one. Let's say
bitch.
that.
They might have to end with that one. He got some shit. Yeah. He got some shit. 40 has done so many songs. It's almost like I look at 40 like who was that? There was somebody else that did a verses where his catalog was so big, he didn't even use his best songs. Like he kind of fumbled it. Everybody that has big catalogs in the versus battles didn't do too well.
I feel it.
Catalog is so big, bro. It's songs you forget.
Yeah, you
know
forget a lot of shit. And then
40 did so many, like,
What do y'all like?
with him, if
catalog.
with him, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going, my hits, like,
Spence.
I have too many.
Do me a favor, Spence. Give me your souls because I got to go pee really bad. Please.
Oh, you pussy.
Please. I really got to use the bathroom really bad. Come on, Spence. Come on.
Just call me Spence.
Gatekeepers podcast.
We out.
Wait, Noize's TED Talk.
Yeah,
That's
Noize's
what they
TED
would
Talk.
be.
That's
Oh, I
gonna
thought
be
you
a
gotta
special
pee.
segment.
I do. I'm waiting on him to hit end.
We out. We out,
All right,
nigga.
cool.
We out.